We're going to talk about caterpillars and tree sacks.
And bud casings.
Because I mean that is part of the trees. Well, not the buds, but like my tulip trees drop part of their reproductive stuff.
Sorry, Josh, you couldn't hear us
No.
before the show, before we went live. This is Druid Talk, Tree Talk.
Yeah.
So if people came here for Tales from Mauxferry, I'm sorry. We're going to talk about trees.
Tales from Mauxferry has been preempted by Druid Talk.
Druid Talk? What about
JK.
druids?
Nothing. I'm not one.
Yeah, Amber's not one because she has opinions about trees, but she knows nothing about the trees, which seems, a little judgmental, quite frankly.
So she's want to be a Lorax, but can't.
No, but the opposite.
No,
Like she hates
opposite
the
of the
trees.
Lorax.
Oh.
No,
Ow.
like, I'm not save the trees. I'm like, get out of my yard, trees.
She's a part of the 100 Tree Club where they try to get 100 trees down within 100 days.
That's right. A tree a day.
Tree a day.
Don't. Yeah. Okay.
No.
Sorry, Josh. You can start the show.
Okay. Welcome, everybody. You're actually here for Tales from Mauxferry. And we got a real interesting scenario going on tonight. First off, though, for introductions, I'm Josh Long. You can find me on Twitter at EvilDMJosh, and you can find a lot of other great shows at Geekspective.com. And what about you, Brother John?
Hi, I'm Brother John. You can find me on Twitter at monochrome_guy or at my personal Twitter at that_drawer.
I can't believe he's going to drink that whole thing of vodka tonight. I think that's
I know.
Oh, I wish it was vodka.
And then to my other side, what about you, Other John? Oh.
You know what I just noticed? I think John's muted.
I was
Yep.
muted.
Sorry.
Also, you have Azrael as
Oh my goodness.
as.
That's right. Oh,
Yeah.
because I didn't tell him oh well.
Oh well.
It's fine.
Am I Azrael tonight?
You're
Yes,
Azrael
you're
tonight.
Azrael tonight. Yeah.
Should be fun.
I support this session's decision.
Goodbye.
What are we changing up now?
There we
Yes.
go. Okay, anyways, go
I,
ahead.
Azrael, renounce my sainthood and my faith.
I tear this $200 T-shirt off.
Where were we? I don't even remember.
Oh, yeah.
You're introducing yourself, John.
Oh yeah, Crossways GM, Twitter, blah blah blah. Not doing anything with anything. Playing Gerlach, Skulk, Psychopath.
Heck yeah. What about you, Chris?
Hello, I am Chris, and tonight I am playing Gerlach. I mean, Azrael,
It was for a second, yeah.
who is a tiefling godbound of various messed up words. Sun, fertility, and command.
Nice. How about you, Amber?
Me, I'm Amber, also known as Rocket Orca. On the Twitters, I'm playing Milana, rotting pixie, who's got words that are related to being a rotting pixie.
And last but not least, Dave.
Hi, it's me, Dave. If you want me on Twitter, you can find me at HotShitDruid. I'm playing Nuek the Minotaur. He's the godbound of words that are related to being a Minotaur.
Yeah, it's great. So, what happened last time?
We went on a tour.
We did.
We were also, what were we doing exactly?
We went to free
went-
Gerlach's followers.
Yeah, we went to like the Disney evil prison, Disney style evil prison, where it's just like everything's dark all the time and it looks horrible and just no fun place. Like, just when I say that, I mean like the stereotypical depiction of an evil lair.
What were the two? What were the guys' names? The names. Is it like
So
Fred?
So there's
Ren and
Rudy
Stimpy.
and Green were the guards.
And then
Then there
there's-
was Matt, the brain Matt.
Oh.
And there was Michael, the one processing Gambo. And then there's Matt, the Minotaur, which actually happened to be a gargantuan
Yes.
or bigger mimic.
Oh, it's
Yep.
the two Matts.
The
That's
two
two
Matts.
Okay, so we were inside a mat,
You're inside a Matt.
and we spent a lot of time trying to figure out what Matt's deal was. And at some point, we were like, "We want to see your boss. We want to talk to your manager.
We want to see your daddy. Well,
your
talk to
manager."
Go get your father.
Go get your boss, or I'll
Hey,
file a
in my
complaint.
head, the boss is a woman. Do we know either way?
We don't.
Do
I
not
think
know. I guess yeah,
I
that's a
think
good
you
point.
described them walking down the stairs.
Right, I
but
didn't. Yeah, it's not necessarily dad. It could be a mommy. Yeah, I just said their name
What-
is Ulda.
That sounds female.
And they're pretty much a massive hooded person, arms as thick as barrels and chains wrapped around them.
So just to be clear, is this a Godbound with the word fluidity? Is that the?
So it's
They
a
have like a
it's a mimic, right? A mimic god.
this-
oh no, the mimic is just what you're
Matt.
in.
Yeah,
You're
but I thought
Matt.
this was the god of mimics.
no.
Nope.
Well, I
Okay.
remember
Ula walks
I
in and
remember
go
as
like,
we
"What are you a
left-
god of?"
as we were ending the game, I think Josh
I
gave
did
a little
say- I did
description
say,
of
I
what
was like,
Ulda is all about.
Yeah, I did say that Ulda is the demigod of command, constraint, and interrogation.
Yeah, which was like in
Are
that
any of those real?
A command?
Man,
Mm-hmm.
commands one.
the other two are just kinks.
This is the Godbound of Josh gives him whatever powers he wants. Godbound.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Well-
That's all of them, right?
Technically speaking, all of us had the ability to make our own words if we
Yep.
wanted to. But you
We're
know,
just none of us are creative enough.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't
and
have
also we'd
any
have to, like,
creativity in our
we would
bones.
also have to negotiate with Josh. So,
Right.
The-
That's
the-
why we don't have our. That's why we don't have
I'm
our
going to be
words.
honest with you. That may be the true deterrent is haggling
Wow.
with Josh.
Haggling, yeah.
I mean, the game is called Godbound, but in Josh looks at it and sees Joshbound.
right.
I'm 100% certain Josh would not let some of the abilities of the words in this, of the gifts and stuff, he would not let us use those in a custom class.
Why?
asked.
I don't know. I just like.
Oh,
That's
you never
broken.
asked. You never asked. Ooh.
In
Like,
D&D, I pretty much gave you whatever you wanted.
Except for
I
experience
guess.
points.
Wow.
Ooh,
Almost whatever you wanted.
just like in this
So
game.
cold.
Just like in this game too. And
Hey, there's something.
yada, yada.
Our milestone leveling that took
Mhm.
every year we got a level after playing like
Like
what?
Christmas Day.
Let's be honest.
It wasn't. It was like a begrudging level too.
It wasn't even milestone. It was more like tombstone leveling.
Welcome to the we're gonna roast our GM show.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Amber, do you have any of that baby butt lotion? Because Josh is burned.
Oh,
Well,
I can go get it.
Luckily, when we play our next system, I don't gate that stuff. The system gives you points.
Heck yeah, we're gonna play a game
Yeah.
where we actually like
The system
use the
gives you.
game.
No,
Whoa.
because
Something
you
with
know
us?
what? You wait. D&D gives you points. Godbound gives us points.
I guess so.
You guess.
Godbound is supposed to, like we're supposed to get. Aren't we supposed to get points for just showing up at the
Yes.
table?
And I was like, that's
Yes.
fucking dumb.
No,
That's so
it's
dumb.
not.
Not dumb.
No, it is not. It is absolutely not. You're lucky we all show up. Give me my points.
Yeah.
I've been reading other RPGs where they do that, where like the leveling is via like you get points for showing up and playing a game, and then you
Right.
get more by how good you role play.
Right.
So it's like base level, you get to you know advance.
Right.
What a concept! Advancing in games.
We'll talk about that next season.
Character progression
Sorry.
as a game mechanic? What?
Growth?
Dang.
What? Growth and change in a character? All characters in fiction are static and never change.
I only do the same
Well,
one thing over and over.
You could say
Hey,
that about
I've gotten like
Superman.
6 extra hit points since we started this a year ago.
I don't even know. I mean, honestly, I should look at my character sheet, huh?
So, to kind of also help you recap last time. So you're inside Matt the Mimic right now, and you also picked up Gambo along the way. And Gambo, I think, is with Brimstone.
I forgot we were carrying Gambo
Yeah,
around.
I thought
Forgot where
Gambo
I
was
go.
on.
I thought Nuek was baby.
Yeah, I thought he was on my shoulder, and I was telling him exciting tales about
Yes.
I thought.
my henna, I believe.
Oh, okay. It was, yeah. Okay, I'll go with Newick. It's one or the
For
other.
whatever reason, Nuek's gotten really close with Gambo and is
Yes.
like carrying him around like a baby and stuff, and just like
Newick's a very nurturing character.
yeah.
He shockingly is sometimes. He gets
I hate
attached
it.
to the little people.
It's just disgusting.
All
Yeah.
people are disgusting.
Gambo's not a person; he's a lizard person.
Wow. Oh, does that like in your mind put him above people?
Oh.
No,
Humans?
I think honestly for Newek, I think it is a worthy foe and unworthy foe thing.
I see.
Like
So
someone
is
who is beneath his
might?
yeah, who is beneath his might doesn't you don't show you don't attack that person because it brings you no honor.
Ah, I see. So Gambo is an unworthy foe who
Mhm.
you must protect. You protect.
We saw
the
Gam, but we
worthy.
all felt bad, and so I rescued him.
I wouldn't say this in the way as demeaning as it will sound, but does he see people that are lesser than that aren't worthy foes as like pet potential? Or like just like like he's just like, oh, you're so cute, you're just adorable. Look at you trying your best, and then just like for whatever reason grows attached to them that way or whatever.
I a little bit like with Bestabus,
Mhm.
because I think that everybody looks at Minotaurs as like not as good as like humans and elves and all that stuff, and so for him he looks at the Minotaur as the mighty like archetype, anything like God, I mean. Fucking Bestabus, like, what's he got going for him? He's got no horns, he's got no fur, like that poor
Aw.
sack of shit. Like,
Wow.
So is this pity you were
a
talking
little
about?
bit, yeah. I mean, it's
Okay.
yeah, it's a little it's like well-meaning disdain.
Mm.
Good intentions, maybe not as the right impact you have on.
Sure, of course. I mean, he feels things. He doesn't necessarily like think things.
So yes, you all have Gambo with you, and there are not. Gerlach saw that there are 9 of his followers being trapped with inside Matt, and it was found that like all the people being held inside of Matt are like kind of just suspended on these walls and are being force fed slowly, pretty much digestive fluids.
Monster blood.
So they eat.
slowly digested.
Yeah, they eat. They never feel full, and then they finally explode and are absorbed into Matt. And that's where we are. So yes, you had called down, or you had asked Matt to summon Ulda because Matt just was cool existing here, and had told you that these people had to stay here because that is what they exist to do. So yes, you had called down Ulda, and so Ulda, pretty much part of the building, kind of just parts away, and there's a circle with like a ramp going down from, you to assume, higher up, because you had all went downwards. And as I described, as Oodle is a massive hooded fellow, arms as thick as barrels and chains wrapped around the jail, I guess, if you want to call it that way. Ground shake as they walk. And so yes, they approach, and as they come down and they come into this this very dark room with the 2 lights, they're highlighting the chairs. They come down, and then as they do so, the hole inside that they came through seals up, and they look at you, look at look around you, or look at all of you. What do you do?
Let my people go.
Oh, I was trying to remember what my assistants.
Yes,
It was Jimothy.
Jimothy.
If anybody listening or watching this had Gerlach quotes Moses on your bingo card, go ahead and check that off.
Yes, it was Jimothy. Was Azrael Brimstone was lawyer
That's right.
of Trial by Fire.
Trial by fire. That's right.
And so you just say that, Gerlach?
Yep.
Okay, not as Matthias that you've been going as.
Oh,
Just
no, hell no.
okay.
It's another Godbound. I'm sure they could see through Matthias anyway.
Maybe. So as you say that, I can't do like this voice is a very androgynous voice, and it's very monotone and calm at the time. They're like,
Okay.
"Who are your people?"
Do I know any of their names? I'm not really good with names.
You can rattle them off. Yeah.
I don't think Gerlach would know, but I can point them out to you. They're on the wall in there. I want them back.
You want them back.
Yeah.
And of whose authority?
They're my people, and you have them.
I see. Well,
And your big mimic is eating them.
I see.
I want to eat my own people.
Is this a lie when you say that?
That I want to eat them?
Yeah.
Well, only that I want to slowly destroy them, but I don't physically want to eat them. I haven't really been into cannibal. Actually, they're not human. I could eat them. They're not skulks.
Okay.
I could eat them.
Okay. Okay. And so they're like, they kind of pause as you say this. They're like, well, let us go look at your people. And they walk, as you went before Gerlach, through the door behind the wall, and there's all those people suspended.
Yeah.
They kind of motion with their gigantic arm. They're like, who are your people?
That one right there is one of mine, and that one over there, and I'll just point them out.
Well, I can. As you point them out, they don't really react, and they're finally like, well, I still need to process them. They all have one round of questioning left.
Do they die at the end of the round of questioning?
No. They answer for their crimes and their associations and determine their judgment. However, I believe Mind Matt, there we go. Mind Matt.
She still calls him Mind Matt.
Mind Matt could negotiate something with you to release them after my interrogation.
It would be a lot simpler if you could just let them go now.
It won't take me very long.
So, you're the god of what now?
Command, constraint, and interrogation. And you're the demigod of what?
Lots of bad stuff. I'm the demigod of light and happiness and puppies.
I don't even ask that question. Out of character, I don't. They're like, well, I can see that it is a lie. What is your words again, Gerlach?
My words are murder, theft, and alacrity.
They're like, I believe murder, theft, and alacrity was what you meant to say.
No, I'm pretty sure I said what I said.
And you see them like kind of shake their hooded head at that. So, I can take one now, and they like put their gigantic hand and it's kind of take them one of them off the wall. I will go sit down and talk with them. And after doing so, we can summon Mind Matt. And they start. Yeah, go ahead, Dave.
Well, I just like pull Gerlach, like lean into him a little bit and be like, wasn't the whole reason we're here is to keep these dudes from talking and like stealing on you?
Yes.
So like maybe they shouldn't talk to Ulda? I don't know.
Well, speaking out of Gerlach, I completely agree. This is like exactly why we wanted them out of here.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we should drive a harder bargain.
Right. Exactly.
So what's your harder bargain?
Yeah, wait.
I mean, it's not Nuex to make. I mean, if he's in on this plan, but like, he ain't no ringleader.
Yeah, if somebody has a bargain, that's good, because my next plan is to start stabbing the walls.
Why did we even ask Ulda to show up in the first place?
Well, I don't have an answer to that question. And maybe somebody that likes to talk was going to talk to him or her. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
These are
who
your
here-
minions. What do you want me to
Who here among us is good
wipe
with
your
words?
own
Jim-
ass, John?
Timothy, this
mean-
Ulda person seems like they're all about processes and stuff. Can you, this is Brimstone pulling Asriel aside. Do you think, and just kind of like spitballing ideas with Asriel to the side, trying to be discreet, knowing that we're inside of a living organism and whatever?
God, I do love mimics, though.
Jimothy, This Ula person seems like they're all about
Are you gonna remember that my name's not Jimothy after this is done? I'm asking,
Asriel
like,
Jimothy.
There we go. Okay.
I like Jimothy a lot. Anyways, so do you think we could probably stall them while Gerlach and them do stuff, like by doing our processes as the trial by fire attorneys, and like do some kind of paperwork or some whatever in an office someplace, keep Ula distracted? Do you think that's within our abilities or more like your abilities? Because I'm just a man in a suit and you're the talkie guy, to be honest. Look, let's be real. I'm not going to pretend to be the smartest crayon in this tool shed. What's your thoughts on this one, Jimothy?
I was thinking, see if there's any way I could convince her to not go with the last round of questioning.
Right. That's what I'm thinking too.
Maybe I'll burp is what I'll do. Yeah, okay. I'll try and talk to her.
All right, sounds
Them.
great.
Either way.
Now remember, you're Jimothy of the Trial by Fire Law Office. In case anyone asks.
I got a feeling if she asks who I am, I'm just gonna own up to it. It's fine.
But if you're feeling it, Jimothy from Trial by Fire.
I'm going to approach Ulna. Is that right?
Ulda, yeah.
Ulda. I'm going to approach Ulda with which of my followers she has. I want a moment to talk to my follower.
Okay.
We need to have a client conference here.
Yeah, you can preempt Azrael, and then we'll go to Azrael. All right. Sure. They they pause for a second. They do not move. They just kind of keep their hand on your follower, and there's like, you may have a moment. And
Could we have a moment by ourselves? I mean, you're like looming here. It's sort of disconcerting.
They turn back around, put your follower up back on the wall, and take a few steps back and motion towards your follower.
Can I see my follower up there?
Yep.
Can I scuttle up to my follower?
Sure.
I ask my follower, do you trust me?
Yeah.
I open up my cloak. My follower is not a worthy foe.
No.
I'm suck him right
You
in.
can only do that once a day, right?
Nope, only against worthy foes.
Oh.
Like, can I do it once a day? I can do it as much as I want to individual objects and people.
until the bag gets full.
I don't know.
Do they die or they just go off into the void?
Is it going to be worse than whatever it is going to do to them?
I thought the whole point was to rescue them so you don't lose dominion.
Yes, but I'm just taking him to the void.
I'm just
Just the little casual destroy.
I like the void. It's pretty.
we're just gonna send a mortal to the void. It's cool.
Just send them to the void. Come on, guys.
Yep.
If I send them to the
Make
void,
it sound like I'm sending them to their oblivion. God.
see, is it if they are dying by Gerlach's own hands, is it something that Gerlach wants? Will he lose dominion, or is it only
so.
when
It's an example of murder. They're sacrificing themselves for the murder cause. I don't think they're gonna die anyway.
just turn your cape inside out?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you whoosh them away.
Oopsie.
And Ulda kind of steps back, like in a more actionable stance, and they're like, "Where'd they go?"
They went far, far away.
You're preventing an investigation?
I am preventing you impinging on my realm of authority. These are my people.
By the jurisdiction bestowed upon me of the Black Peak Prison, you are under arrest, is what they say. And they reach out their hand, and a whole bunch of chains start wrapping around you, Gerlach.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Gerlach don't like no chains.
Are we gonna start fighting, guys?
Uh-huh.
I feel like the fighting has already begun.
So yes, we can go into fighting if you want. Like, yeah, in theory, this is initiative. I guess.
If
Girl.
if
I guess.
Talking Boy isn't gonna talk, Milana's gonna end up stepping in because it feels like
What do
is-
you want me to say at this point?
Hold on. No, hold on. We can actually go back this smidge. It's like the chains go out, but girl, like you have that move that allows you to go first. So we can
Yes,
also,
I did.
So we can say for role playing wise, so we don't go into combat. It's like they go to chain you up, and you kind of like thunk.
Yeah,
you're
I'm
able
just-
the first time, and so
Yes.
the chains go fall into the ground, and they like look in your direction wherever you kind of thunked to. So there's still a moment of tension. There's no combat yet.
Because I was going to say that's exactly what I was
Yep,
looking
yep,
up.
yep,
I
yep,
have the you have an invulnerable defense. Oh, I'm sorry. Whenever anyone attempts to ambush or surprise you, you're not only unsurprised, you get an immediate bonus round of action.
Yeah. So that's So I took the
So-
precedence. So
So they try and shoot the chains at me, and I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa,
yeah,
whoa.
exactly.
right.
Grabby, grabby, grabby.
And so I think at this point, Milana has been like just waiting to see how things are playing out because her last plan was like, I'll just use a bunch of zombies to bust through a hole and hold this mimic open. But then we summon the manager, and now Gerlach is like voiding his own people that we were supposed to save. The business duo over there are talking flustered about business, and Newek is petting the lizard man. So Lana's like, okay, hold on a second, and I will reveal myself.
Yeah.
Because I'm invisible. Ulda, the reason we're here in the first place is because Gerlach, as he has been claiming, these are his subjects, and he feels very strongly that whatever is happening with them, it's his domain. Why do you have them here in the first place?
They were charged with mass murderers.
And who's doing the prosecution?
Oh my god. I'm like, my brain's racing with let's have a lawsuit about how this is infringing on their right of their religion and stuff.
So if they're
Exactly.
charged, did
yeah.
they already go through trial? Have they already been convicted?
They have already been charged by the prosecutor George, and are now under my jurisdiction to extract all information necessary before being disposed of.
So they haven't been convicted of
They
anything.
haven't been convicted. You're holding them against the law before they even had, help me, John, due process.
Yeah.
I don't-
I'm not sure what the law is in Mauxferry, but it's bad.
Is this a more okay? This is a reference for everybody else. This is like Judge Dredd here. There's like the prison place are just acting as judge, executioner, and all that.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is a tyrannical prison. Like they just do it because they can. It's like
And for profit, if you remember back to season
for
1 of
profit.
Tales from Mauxferry.
Okay, so Moana would know this. Do we not want Gerlach to be tied to this murder cult?
well,
They don't even know that it's a murder cult. They just say that they're serial killers.
So,
I think it would be good if he was not tied to it.
Yes.
Quite so visibly.
But he's already made it very clear that these are his followers, and he's already
Yeah.
saying all that. So I can't backtrack from that.
And Ulda knows that I'm the god of murder, so
Demigod of murder, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I prefer to think I'm the god of murder. I'm just saying.
okay, Ulda.
I do wonder how much competition there is for that job.
a few.
Here's what's going through Milana's brain. So Ulda, what benefit is it of you to have these 9 subjects here?
8.
8 now.
One was voided.
Like what do you gain from it? Is it profit? Is it power?
Well, through the processes followed here at Black Peak Prison, I will extract the I will extract the information required for prosecution and any additional information that can be used for future prosecutions of other people here. And then if they're found guilty, they will be fed to Matt.
So, do you just need bodies to feed to Matt? Does it matter who it is?
Does just everybody here just get fed to Matt sooner or later?
Everybody gets fed them out.
Sheila, it's your retirement party. Wow, right through the store.
No. Do I need it? No. It is just an easy way to dispose of the guilty.
Really?
Every crime's a
Easy.
death penalty.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So then I want to. Okay, I'm trying to get. So here's what's going on in my head, Josh. We can role play this out if we want to, but basically, I'm trying to get at is these are small time
Mass
people,
murders.
small time. As far as like atrocities committed, like Gerlach's followers, they're so precious to him, and you see how he deals with his own.
Right.
So like they're gonna be just punished anyway if they do stuff wrong. But I'm trying to think of an exchange. Is there something else happening out in the crime world currently that you guys are trying to find out that we could then have the Black Peak prison prosecute and then therefore get more people into this prison, prosecuted, trialed, convicted, and then digested?
So, yeah, like
Oh, so like we'll bust a big crime ring for them and whatever
Yes.
in exchange for their.
Is
not
this the
now
furthering
8
adventures of us doing good?
I mean, sure, it's not
Accidentally.
really good.
so.
What if we found a bunch of pedophile priests that we brought into the prison?
I don't want to deal with
Let's not go there.
Yeah. So
Okay, a bunch of happy-go-lucky priests who
Or
could
just
be
priests.
accused of yes.
So yeah, like you can kind of like you're getting that across, and so this is kind of like speaking plainly, like we don't want to RP this part, is like pretty much all the people being held inside Matt are people that are dangerous and like pretty dangerous, i.e. these mass murderers are pretty dangerous, not like god tier dangerous because that goes other places, but they're
Sure.
still very dangerous. And most of the people here you gather, and even with like through the talking and just kind of looking at the people and recollecting like some knowledge of like it's like a 99% chance that they are already guilty. So they're like, well, let's just like these people are freaking dangerous, and
Yeah.
if they try to escape, Matt will eat them.
Sure,
And you know we can get all the information plus whatever else to profit on that additional information. And by just taking care of these people to begin with, they get paid from the state, right?
Okay. So there must be some other, if they're getting paid by the state to do this, there must be some a thorn in Ulda's side, metaphorically,
Yeah.
a situation where these mass murders, they're dangerous. I mean, they're dangerous. I'm only air quotes, but but they're not like something worse, right? Like there's got to be some like basically what John is saying, something worse. What is worse than mass murders? So like something like that, or just a situation that is like it's been going on for a long time and they just haven't really gotten anything from it.
Corrupt
You know,
priests.
after watching all
That's
my
what I was looking for.
What's that?
Corrupt priests.
There you go. I was thinking, because I just watch so many crime stuff, there's always these unsolved cases or things that just like elude even like God. I mean, even
Yep.
should apply here as well.
Yep. I got something.
I'm going to slowly back away so that I get 30 feet away, if it's possible, from everybody.
Okay.
Preferably getting as many of the people on the walls in my circle as I can.
They're kind of spread all about. They're not really conveniently all in a cluster. You could probably get like 3 of them.
Might be worth it.
So as you're saying this to Ulda, Milana, they pause, and they're like, "There is." I'm trying to, out of character. I'm trying to figure out how to word this. There is a group out there that has prevented our client, the state, from realizing their next opportunities, and through this opportunity will allow us to have additional incarcerations and increase our profits, of course. Like, I think they do put their hands together as they start talking in a business sense, even though they're like this very overpowering figure going into business mode. Have you heard of the Forgotten Secrets?
Oh yeah.
So afraid
Who
it was gonna be me.
hasn't?
They are setting up to do something against the state and thus need to be taken care of before they can move and do so. If you can go to, I don't have the church's name, pretty much that church you had went to many sessions ago.
Oh Lord.
I will go find it as we talk. If you can go to whatever it is, at their next worship and attack them and kill as many as possible, preferably their leaders, should be no problem for working out whatever we need. Or
Do we have to kill these people first before we can get these followers out of here, or these friends out of here?
No deal. We need our people first.
I can
Trial by fire attorney Brimstone demand that if we follow these terms, that you also provide proper accommodation to the prisoners that we are hoping to release, as to get them to stop being eaten from the inside out by monster blood.
No more digesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course. I will have them extracted from Matt and put into much proper accommodations. I will also give you one additional follower now from the one you already gave as a good showing.
Okay.
And good faith.
I turned to let me speak with my clients. Does that sound good to everybody?
So they're going to give me another one of my followers back?
Yeah.
Man, I hope I didn't kill the first one.
The good faith follower.
I wonder how long he can hold his breath. I don't remember having problems breathing in the void. I don't know whether that's a psychological thing or not.
But you were with Zanye, weren't you? She was probably protecting you.
Yeah,
Well,
that's completely different.
I don't know. You don't think he's hanging out with Zanye?
You just sucked that poor dude into space, and he's just like, boop.
You kind of did.
Boop.
Yeah.
Boop.
Frozen.
I will try and disgorge him when we get out of here.
It is the Golendale Cathedral.
The Gull and Dill?
Golendale. Gulandel. Golendale Cathedral.
So this secrets people, Milan, aren't they your friends?
No, they're the people who are doing Crystal Kaze stuff.
Oh, okay. So, again, we're being lured into doing good.
I'm pretty sure the Forgotten Secrets. They're okay. So this is my I have really shitty notes.
I can't believe that we're so evil. We've gotten to the point of being so evil that murder is good on our spectrum of deeds that are good or evil.
It's always been good on my spectrum. I don't know what you're talking about.
So Forgotten Secrets. What I have written
What
down
have we
is
become?
whatever we've. What do you mean? What we've become? What we've always been.
No, but like the fact that
We've always been tools of the church.
Ugh,
You're the
murder! I can't believe we're
biggest tool
doing
of the
good.
church here.
You're the tool.
God, you're the
Churchiest of the tools.
I'm kidding.
didn't even talk Ulda out of all of this.
What was I?
This is
Well, Jimothy is an assistant, kind of an intern, learning the thing. It's all good.
Oh, is it
Like
Jimothy
wink at
now?
Azriel, pretending he's still Jimothy.
I mean, when Gerlach said, "Let my people go," you could have just been like, "Yeah, do that," and it probably would have worked.
That's a fair point, I suppose.
Don't feel bad, Chris. This is just a perfect opportunity for Milana to feel like she's like one-upped Azrael in some
Oh
way.
shit.
Because
I'm the charismatic one now. Oh yeah.
Take it from me. I don't want it.
Oh no! Is this when we realize Azrael's having a mental breakdown? He can't take the pressure anymore.
I'll be honest with you. I just assumed that when Gerlach started talking, everybody else would jump in and shut him up. But no.
I was waiting. I was waiting to see what Azrael would do.
Everybody just
kinda
lets
just
Gerlach
like,
run with
obviously
the
nothing.
talkie. We know what we're going to end up with.
I honestly just kind of wanted to see what would happen.
I mean, pretty much. I kind of figured it would end in a fight no matter what. So
I didn't
mean,
want to fight in a mimic with this.
Right. If Ulda's giving us one extra prisoner, I think Azrael could probably talk that up.
Oh,
we could.
yeah.
We have room to negotiate that up to as much as we can get.
It's your
Fair.
time to shine, Jimmy.
I could haggle up.
Can I
guess-
try and disgorge my prisoner?
Ulda will.
No, the one that I...
Oh. So you go to. Yeah, what is. You just try to whoop?
Yeah. Hey, you can come out now. If they survived, I'm assuming they're mentally broken.
Oh my god. They barely survived.
Right.
They look like they have seen death, but they are alive.
Well, they did see death.
I'll heal him. I'll heal him with my crotch blade.
It was horrible in there, you guys. There was nothing to do. There's nothing.
I couldn't even get a Wi-Fi signal.
The void sucks. I'm giving it a bad Yelp review.
Exactly.
Also, what happened to all their limbs that were still in the manacles?
When he whoomped, it
Yeah.
all worked out. Because they're not really in
all worked out.
Because they're not really in manacles. They are.
So that's fair. I
Yeah.
guess. Okay.
It's all mimic giblets.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, I've got that flesh made true ability anyway, so I'm able to cure a target's maimings, blindings, poisonings, mutilations, and birth defects by sight once per round. I just can't
That's
heal them
crazy.
can't heal them any hit
have
points.
Why do you have that?
So I can grow my stuff back. It's just incidental. I can grow other people's stuff back.
It's like
you
Wait,
even
you mean this works on others? What?
Do you even know you can grow other people's stuff back?
I mean, it's my follower. I mean, it was like I'll explain to them how I do it.
I like to imagine he was as we were falling from my Henny's plane, like we were getting powered up as we were falling and we've gotten superpowers, we just don't really know how far out they extend.
Right, like I absorbed my demon belt, and that's why I can heal my restore my maimings. But I never really tried it on anybody else before. But it's written that I could.
Nobody else that you would want to try it on, I guess.
Right? Who else am I going? I can't heal hit points though, so you know what good does it do? You cut your arm off, but you've already bled to death, and I grow your arm back.
Right.
Whoopsie.
They just dead and they have a brand new arm.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a
So
little.
shiny.
Well, it's like a little
smooth.
baby arm because
Yeah, a little pristine baby arm.
Died.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay. Ugh. Would it still grow after they're
I don't
dead?
think so.
I think I can make it grow. I can restore.
How big
it.
can you grow a hand?
I can restore it.
Oh, so you
Oh,
can't.
okay.
You can't. Okay.
It's
can't,
not like
like,
Miracle
supersize it.
Grow.
You can't fix Hermione Granger's teeth. Essentially, we gotta put it back in exactly the way it was.
No, I think
I'm
that would.
making it-
What the hell are we talking about? Hermione Granger's teeth.
Oh God, you guys, my brain. So in my head, it's like she got her teeth engorged in one of the books or the movies, right? They got really big,
Mhm.
I don't
and then
remember that at
somebody
all.
fixed her teeth, and they made it smaller, and she just kept them going and smaller until it was like she got good, perfect teeth. So basically, what I'm saying is Gerlach can't adjust people's stuff. It's just immediately you get what you had.
Realistically,
Well-
Gerlach has never tried to do it on another person before, so
I mean, it did say maimings, birth defects. So, like, if the teeth were
Oh.
congenitally terrible,
Mhm, mhm.
Oh,
you
like,
might be able to do something
Yeah,
about
that's
Hermione's
true.
teeth.
could you
I could-
regrow my eyeball?
Yes.
yes,
want that?
I could. Gerlach has got a side business as the god of regeneration.
And he's like, yeah, Milan, I'll do it, but it's gonna be 2,000 gold.
Money?
I want your dominion.
I've never.
Yeah,
That's
I
right.
want your dominion is what it is.
All right, so I spit. I don't know. Let's call him Josh. I spit Josh out of my.
Oh,
cloak.
thanks. I almost died.
It's beautiful, though, right?
It's nothing.
Right, beautiful. Tell me it wasn't quiet.
It was very quiet.
You didn't hear any of those nasty, filthy people talking around you and sweating and their flesh flapping around as they move about. It was silent and it was dark. It was beautiful.
Yeah, something like that. Is this what happens when I die if I keep on following you?
No, that's your reward.
Well, YOLO, I guess.
Not true.
A nihilistic cult.
That is fully not true in this universe.
I know.
There's
Yeah.
a whole
You-
infinite.
I know.
life.
You can live odd is it's what it is.
Plus,
I
there's
mean-
probably several cures for aging and
Oh yeah.
I have to
elixirs for
think-
immortality.
when they were signing up for Gerlach's cult, they checked the box for "I love nihilism." I want to be.
Yeah, I could definitely see people saying that, but then they're like, "Oh, I finally experienced it." And it's like, "Oh,
Well, no, it's a thing. Like
Oh my
like
God.
people who are suicidal, like when they, a lot of times, if they attempt it and then survive, they're like, I regretted it.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like it's different when you're like idealizing it in your head, but when you actually like,
Well, and I
Yeah.
was gonna say like, we should like put a huge content rolling around this stuff when it gets to like cult and that kind of stuff, the void things. Because I was just like in my head when I think about following and cults, yeah, it's like they have to go in real deep to the point where like when they meet something and then it's like, oh wait, but you have two options really. It's like you go further or you pull out and try to escape. But it really depends on that person's mental fortitude and what they are. So this NPC.
I mean, honestly, I think most of the cults where they have the mass cult killings of each other is when it's a situation where they've convinced them there's something better on the other side. It just happens in Gerlach's case that the thing better on the other side is nothingness.
Is Gerlax do they know that though, or are you trying to get people who want to embrace that nothingness, or have you been trying to get people like?
Well, I've really been focusing on the murder side.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
And I was just going to say, I think the people that we get in our cults are generally people who would probably lean into whatever our character thinks
Right,
and believes
right.
too. So
Yeah. Generally.
Generally, yeah.
I mean, I don't mean to make it sound like they're all just sheeple, but
They kind of
as
are.
far as game mechanics, they're just
Mhm.
Pikmin sheeple. Yeah, they
Right.
just-
Yeah,
you-
but I
you
mean,
just get them.
if you were to sit in on a Gerlach sermon, I mean, you know what you're getting into at that point.
Yeah, I was at
Hates
one of
the
them.
noise, hates the
no,
people.
There's not really. It's not like it's not like self-help like a lot of cults start out as, and then you
No,
have to
right,
progressively
no.
learn. It's like no,
like,
it
oh,
starts
well.
at level 10, right when
Yeah.
you get into
Do you
it.
hate the sound of your roommate breathing? Come join the cult of Gerlach. We could fix that for you.
We can fix that. Oh my
So our
gosh.
first interview question: how do you feel at the sight of blood? And if you get this one wrong, then you don't get in. Period. Because you're the first thing you're going to see probably eventually in Gerlach's little.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the joys of silence and solitude?
It'd be pretty great.
Come right on in. Here's your dagger.
So you bring this person back in this conversation.
I'm
guess-
like cheering him up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's it. It's great, right?
Yeah. The camera kind of
Pizza.
pans away and then pans to as you're approaching Ulta.
yeah. So I mean, basically, what I want to do is haggle for more than 2. Like if I could get at least 4, including the 2 that we have.
So what do you say? What do you do?
Well, that's just rude. Amber just got to say what she wanted out of the conversation, and it happened.
I said what I was trying to. I actually said what I wanted first. Like I was like, "Hey, this is what I'm proposing forward." So yeah. So what are
That's-
you proposing forward?
That's fair. 4. But words, wow, completely messed that up. But it's okay. I mean, I think with 4 followers, like, that is enough of a taste that we believe that she actually is going to give us the rest, you know? Like, because if she just gives us the 2, it's like, I feel like she probably just won't give us the rest once we do this dirty work.
Sure. Go ahead and roll a charisma check.
Sure. I got a 4, and I was looking for a 3.
Whew. So yeah, in the long run, Ulda agrees to it. There's probably a little bit back and forth, but yeah. So 2 plus 2, yeah, 4, and the other 5 will be removed from Matt and put into another location.
That sounds good.
Not as hostile.
Hooray, teamwork.
Or
Do the rest of you guys wonder why we didn't just send the spaghetti men in here to deal with this?
yeah, I was thinking about that.
This does, now that you say it, like, speak it into the world, this feels like a perfect job for spaghetti men.
Yeah.
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 They don't seem like they'd get digested very easily.
I feel like they would tear up
I mean, despite the fact that they are made of spaghetti, I think that they would be.
I feel like it would be like, okay, you know those like really spiny like seeds that drop from some tree?
Sweet gum.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It would be like
Yes.
swallowing that. Like it hurt like a motherfucker.
Yeah. This mimic would have bad
I just realized
indigestion.
I let that I have knowledge of trees
Mm-hmm.
loose into the world.
Welcome to Druid Talk.
Anyway,
Because I feel like the spaghetti men could just like explode into like stabbing points and all that, and like
Yeah. Probably.
Maybe.
basically like little ballerinas of stabbing inside Matt.
Yeah.
And just extract the 5 dudes
Yeah,
and
they
then
could've
walk
just-
out, and we're
It
good.
probably
Yeah.
wouldn't be
This-
digested either. I
This
mean,
is just like, yeah. this is
they'd
a
be like the
hindsight
bubble
thing.
gum in Matt's digestive tract.
you really did this poorly.
We didn't utilize.
What I mean, what's the whole point of having minions if we're never gonna send them to do our
We-
dirty work?
Yeah. We weren't really thinking about it. I was too excited to be a lawyer and pretend to be a lawyer.
Yeah, that part. And we got Gambo. That would have never.
And we got Gambo, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Gambo.
Yeah.
So I guess we're on a side quest during this quest now, I guess.
Yeah,
Seems that
it's-
way.
Nesting quests.
So
Fun game to make.
yeah, is there nothing else in this? Nothing. If there's nothing else, we can just
Nope.
end the
I
scene.
want to ask Ul though real quick.
Mm.
What's up with Mind Matt? Why are there 2 Matts here? And why are like they so like I keep hearing like they're not connected, but they seem to know each other more closely than like they let on. Like is there a connection? Are they like brothers or something? Or is it like one's like the mind and the other is like the body or something? I'm just getting that vibe. Kind of this casual
We
conversation.
want
with this-
answers about Matt.
Well,
I'm just curious. You don't have to tell me the truth if you don't feel like it. It's cool. Everyone's got secrets, but you gotta let me know if there is something there about these 2 Matts. It's too coincidental.
as they would say, it is a coincidence, but with many coincidences, if one shares the same name, they may have some kind of kinship, like an invisible thread created amongst them that they
What?
share.
Lore are you
That's-
throwing
that's
into
very-
the world?
Listen to this poetic talk, and I'm bored, and now I'm going to go murder some people for you. I'm done pretending being a lawyer for now.
Nice suit.
That's Brimstone.
I like how you
What?
put "for now." Like it's
Right.
not for the sake of
He's
that
gonna
again.
pretend to be a lawyer. Whatever. He will pretend to be whatever he wants to be, but in the spur of the moment. That's Brimstone. He's weird.
Out of character names are very powerful.
But no.
Like Matt. Matt is a powerful
Right.
name.
That's right.
Right.
Matt will not let you walk all over them.
I was just gonna go there. That was very nicely played.
Yeah, I can resist.
It's right up there with the name Rug.
Powerful.
So
Yeah, we bail out.
yeah.
I guess we're going to.
Does Matt just spit us out the side, or
They produce or they reconfigure, so you can easily get out via ramp instead of going through.
so? Did we end up with more than just the two?
Yeah,
of
you
my
got
minions?
4.
You got 4 of my minions. What's the minimum number I need to rescue out of here to keep my dominion?
9. No, not 9. 6 or 7.
So we got to go back.
I mean, if he
in.
was just gonna roll, if he was just gonna roll charisma, maybe you should ask for 6 or 7.
like all of them, we want them all.
So, but we
Or
do
could I
know
go
that
recruit 6 or 7 more? Right?
Yeah, you could do that easy.
we know that they're being moved out of Matt now. So
We could just rescue them out of there.
theoretically we could rescue them out of the other
Yeah.
We could
storage
just
facility.
we could just wait until
could
they like
send the
move the
spaghetti
prisoners
man.
and pull off like a heist
if,
like
if,
thing.
Yeah.
if
where
only
just-
we had a couple members of our party who were extremely stealthy and or invisible.
I'd just
It's
like to
like-
point out that Gerlach is not the god of keeping his word. That is not one of is not
All
one
right,
of my.
here's the
Also,
new plan.
I don't recall ever shaking on it.
No, no hands were touched, no blood
pinkies were
signed, nothing. We
I
just
believe
nodded.
I
and
negotiated,
left.
but no paperwork were signed. So
We had a verbal
legally
agreement.
this checks out. We can
We
do
had a
whatever
verbal
we
agreement
want.
with 5 witnesses versus 1. So I mean,
Ooh, yeah. Actually, if
legally-
you think about it, if we get everybody
Please.
that was in this room we have even more. We would have 9 plus 5, 14 witnesses.
I'm the god of perjury.
I like Jimothy's legal thinking.
Okay,
think
so
of
here's the
Jimothy.
new plan. We are not gonna go take care of the forgotten secret shit.
Just to be
I-
clear, do we
I-
have any reason not to take care of the forgotten secret?
I mean,
They
they
wanna
want to. They'll eventually. They're a threat to Gemtella.
So they
Which
want
is
to.
somebody's daughter who we've forgotten about for like literally 2 months. Hope to God she's still eating her eggs.
She's hanging out with one of Azrael's
Yeah, seriously,
followers.
Gemtella hasn't been on camera in like months.
I've been
Like,
saying
I'm
that
willing
for,
to
like-
make the
but we
trade.
know for a fact that that's a terrible idea.
What is?
Her hanging out with my followers, she's gonna get
Oh, yeah.
inducted to that cult.
No.
I think the
mean,
camera
I
should
think-
pan to
Yeah, she's
Gemtella.
gonna
where
get inducted in my own cult.
she's
and I
just
don't
she's like
it.
sitting there with a fork in the middle of eating some eggs, going,
I would Azrael as a person would want his daughter in it, which means you should not.
Yeah, Gemtella's on like reclining on a couch being fed eggs by people, and it's just like, oh, this was bad. Got to get her out of there.
I'm kind of hoping to develop a weird golden calf scenario with Gemtella. She's like a gem child, essentially, which is only one in existence as far as I know. And it's like, that's like, should be my cult mascot.
You're gonna turn your daughter into a cult mascot?
Yeah, why not? Then she could get all the eggs she wants, and all my followers will take good care of her.
You know, Josh, I really hope this comes out. The podcast version of this comes out around Easter, because there've been a lot of like Ten Commandments like references.
It won't. It'll be off by a few months. Like 3
Oh, yeah.
I think
Let
3
my
months,
people
2
go,
months.
golden calf. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
unsavory priests. Yeah,
Mhm.
throw that in there too.
Mhm. Mhm.
Notice I'm getting more generic about how unsavory they are, but I think we all know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
They pee in the communion wine.
Ugh.
Yes.
Oh. That is unsavory.
That's how they refill the holy water. Is that
Hmm. Oh, it's a
Yes.
level 120 spell. I don't know.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I can't. Brimstone as a dad can't win. If he brings Gemtella with him places, people complain. He leaves Gem places, people complain. They just complain about his parenting, no matter what he does.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, it
I can't
happened.
believe you took her to a Halloween party. I can't believe you took you. Oh, I can't believe you're leaving her with Azrael's people.
Yeah, nobody ever
there's-
complained about Kage that way. You
Yeah,
guys were pretty cool
right?
about the whole thing.
I'm sorry, but Kage wasn't like a nuclear bomb ready to explode.
She'll shank a bitch though.
She's
she don't
just,
care.
She's basically just like a buff ghost lady. She's not even a ghost lady. Can she go in material? I don't think
Yeah.
she can.
Yeah, she can.
Would it be?
Yeah,
Would it
she
be
can go
like an,
ethereal and float through stuff.
Yeah, so
It's
she's
super
basically
rad.
just like a low tier member of Batman's Rogue Gallery.
No, she's like legit. I would play that character like in a heartbeat.
what would you describe it as? Like a ethereal minotaur, basically.
She's certainly she has those abilities, and like at least in 3.5, like she had like con drain when she attacked, and like
Yeah.
oh god.
For
Oh, the joys of
3.5,
Shadowhood.
Mhm.
That was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. So what?
All right, so now what do we do?
Yeah, what all
Yeah.
are you doing? I was.
So
Yeah.
I feel like people want to do the stakeout, and if they move the prisoners, we just try to yank them out of there,
Yep.
or we can just go on a murder spree at this weird place.
Why not both?
Brimstone kind of wants to go on a murder spree.
Yeah, but it's the Forgotten Secrets, man. Those guys are like
Yeah.
those guys are
Yeah,
very
forget
tough.
about
Yeah, they
it.
don't fuck around.
They'll be
Forget
dead.
about it.
But also, if you think about it, there's no way we're going to rescue these prisoners without a murder spree of some sort.
That's true.
Maybe we can squeeze in 2 murder sprees. It'd be like Christmas and your birthday all on the same week.
Yeah, BOGO.
Mm. Honestly, I'm just happy to be out of Matt.
Yeah, not gonna lie. Yeah, I was kind of getting creeped out by that whole thing.
Yeah. Something about knowing you're inside of a living organism that feeds people green goop and digests them from the inside out is pretty unsettling.
Like we could have hung out in there for like a long time, Brimstone. Like it wasn't gonna hurt us, but it's just a creepy place to be. You know?
It's pretty creepy. I'm not gonna lie. The green goop. I'm gonna have nightmares about that. I don't
Yeah.
like that idea at all.
I'm gonna have nightmares about that Minotaur guy who was like the uvula of Matt, and that like
Oh,
freaks
yeah.
me out too.
It was really weird how he never like actually stepped off the ground. Like,
Yeah.
did you see how his
Ugh.
legs just kind of like
Gross.
extended
Active.
from the
Yeah,
ground?
yeah,
And they
like,
made that
ugh,
weird
ugh. Yeah,
noise
yeah,
every
yeah,
time.
Yeah, yeah. And like I
Really
thought he was
gross.
a real Minotaur for a long time, and then like Azrael touched his butt, and it wasn't right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Remember
it
he
was.
touched his butt and he did like a weird, like his body and his entire
His
body
body
undulation. Yeah.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
entire
That's when I knew. That's when I knew something was going on.
That's when. Oh, that was when. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
I never want to be inside a mimic ever again.
I don't understand what the whole thing with the 2 chairs and the light thing was. I don't think that was a mimic ability.
Yeah, I don't think I have one of those inside me.
It's your tonsils. And the
Really?
light is when you open your mouth.
Huh? That's cool.
So if you hold somebody in the back of your throat
Yeah.
and then open your mouth, nobody can hear what they're saying.
Huh. That's
Or
interesting.
maybe that's. Now that I think about it,
And Brimstone's like thinking about it. He's like,
maybe that's like the nasal passage, and the 2 lights are like its nostrils, and like it's like his head's like looking up.
Yeah,
And
because
the
your
light's
nose is
coming
kind of
through.
a cylinder. It's like,
Yeah.
point, like a cone.
Yeah, and it's
Mine
just-
isn't.
we're just talking.
Oh. Well, that shoots that theory.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine's
I
just-
think we should start picking random people off the street and inspecting whether they have a light and a cone inside them. Come here. This is for science.
I like to imagine Milana just staring off into
mean-
the distance.
Mimic's just like a big person, so this must be true.
Mimic's just-
Ergo.
Are mimics just like a big person?
Yeah, where the hell was
Is that how the
Bucket in all of
biology
this?
works, Brimstone?
Where the hell was Bucket in all this? Why wasn't
We
Bucket?
discussed Bucket last time. I said he's basically a toddler, and I don't. Why would I put him at risk?
Yep.
As you're talking about him, I pull him out of my pocket. And He's like shaped into like an iPhone 10 or whatever.
Yeah. Oh my God,
whatever the
Chris.
newest iPhone is.
Chris, in my head, I wish I had said it out loud, but I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to take control of your character. But I was just like, as this discussion is happening, Milana staring off in this like out of the distance, and Azrael like leaned against a wall, just scrolling through a phone. That's what I was
Pretty much.
imagining.
Yeah. I was debating whether it was going to be like a Nintendo DS or like an iPhone 11 or whatever. But yeah, iPhone 11.
You made Bucket come out. So I love it.
Maybe Bucket's got like 2 lights and whatever inside.
Huh.
When
It's
you
like tiny
talk
little
inside
Christmas
of it.
lights. Yeah.
Are we
I don't
staking
know.
out?
I'll
Is this
I
what is
think
happening
I
during
think
our
we are.
stakeout?
Yeah.
Okay, like really, like if we're if we're staking out for these prisoners, like, is this where you can just come up, Azrael, and be like, yeah, those are ours. We'll take them from here. Can we do that? Is it that
Ooh, or
easy?
Brimstone
Ooh.
even.
Ooh.
Yeah,
no,
both of you
I mean,
guys. You
yeah,
guys are
either
like
way.
the prison lawyers or whatever.
We'll
I
have
don't
to see
know.
who's doing the prison transport, because if it's like the demigod lady, then
I think Ulda would have better things to do personally.
then arrange a prisoner transport.
Yeah.
I mean, like that sounds like a job for like.
Kind of looks like Josh is
You know
taking
what?
notes
I'm
right
not
now.
going to say anything for the powers that be that listen in on us that change fate.
Right.
Yeah,
Our
we'll
actions
just
are
see what
unpredictable.
As long as we keep Josh on the back foot, we have the edge.
I already had it planned
But-
out when you
But
agreed
it
to it.
definitely doesn't sound like a job for Ulda. No.
Oh.
Never.
All right, we're waiting to see the prison
Sure,
transport.
like, well, remember it's like inside the compound. So how are you supposed to stake out the transport when you're supposed to get off the premise?
Oops.
We have to
I
like
need
disguise
to
ourselves.
take a bathroom break,
We can
and I
like,
can't leave without my friends.
we can like disguise ourselves as guards or
The
something.
thought,
What?
the thought of Milana trying like using.
I
a
would just
public
go into a
restroom.
stall and just sit there. I wouldn't do anything. I gotta go powder my nose.
They reminded me of something that I heard about, a stupid thing that a YouTuber did. I
That
don't
sounds
wanna-
great.
They basically, like, in a tour of the White House, they just went to the bathroom and stayed there and overnight.
Yes,
So,
exactly. It's
yeah.
happened. I worked in a library where people would do that.
If it could happen in the White House, it can happen in a super prison.
Oh yeah. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Sure. So however way it works, you do see the building that is Matt. You see the door open, and you see Ulda go walking out, and behind her are all of Gerlach's followers chained up because they have chains to do that kind of
It's
stuff.
almost like as for a demigod, they got nothing better to
She's
do.
a god
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Whatever. Who
It's-
cares?
No, she's a
She's demigod.
Oh,
Demigod.
okay.
Demigod.
She should not have been doing this.
This is a job for what? Ulda's got nothing better to do. That's sad. I feel sad for Ulda.
Well, there goes our plan.
Please report to the main gate. Hulda.
So that
So we,
that's what you
are
do
we
see.
disguised then? We're disguised.
Maybe I'm kind of picturing in your head you're all like in an alleyway, just because it is like I believe 3 city blocks or something like that is the premise. So you're
There
like
would be enough structures to have an
Did
alleyway
you just
or
run
something?
after them, grab them, and then teleport all of
Seriously,
us?
like
Okay.
there's two of you guys are really fast, and Ulda's
I'm
not the
still-
demigod of alacrity. I'll tell you that.
Before
right
we
now.
get into this, I want to assume what we've done with the 4 prisoners that we did get out. Did we
Hunted them.
send them home?
I don't know,
Or
you
did
tell me.
we-
They're with us.
That's terrible.
Are they
idea.
scheming with us?
Oh God.
they are. Go ahead.
Do I actually have a temple set up somewhere?
Yeah, so you got something somewhere.
I mean, you got like
We've had meetings
the
there.
basement. You got the basement of an old pizza.
Yeah, there's like a
I
pizza party.
always thought it was like a cemetery or something like that. I don't remember what you had.
Underneath Marciano's Pizza is.
Well, what about the underneath the old the inn we owned way back when?
Blue Ball.
the Blue Bowl
Yeah.
that was getting renovated by skeletons?
Yes.
That's cool.
Seems like a perfect place to have a. I bet they have lots of business. First of all, with the skeleton bartender and skeleton waitresses.
Hmm.
Probably lots of people come in for that. But yeah, somewhere in the basement underneath all that.
Sure. If that's where your place is, that's fine. Yeah.
I can't think of a better place. I mean, we also, we did have the Assassin's Guild for a while. I don't know if that's still. That might be a perfect place.
Either place is fine.
Yeah, I like the Assassin's Guild.
Okay.
Because maybe it opens out under the Blue Bowl with all the skeleton.
I don't think they were in the same district.
Could be a really long tunnel. Just a really long tunnel. Yeah, I'll send them to our guild hall. Yeah, go recover from your tragedy that you were just put through, and get ready to do some murdering.
Get some real food in you guys too.
Yeah. And if you feel up to it, just murder a few people on the way home. That always makes me feel better.
Good
Yeah.
gosh.
Let's talk about not getting caught. I'm not sure if I was stressing this enough in my parables, but let me add one right here. Gerlach rule number 37: don't get caught.
38, kill strangers with no relation to you. 39, don't get caught.
That's a lot more rules than I remember.
Yeah, I just remember make it really public.
I keep adding to it.
I think murdering people is redundant because that was like number 3, I think. But
Number one, wasn't it? I thought it was number one.
Number one.
Yeah, it was number 1 on the
Okay,
murder
girl,
cult.
what are your rules now?
Okay, let me start. Number 1, get to murdering. Number 2, make it gruesome. Number 3, make up lies about people that you were killing. Number 4, make up lies about people you aren't killing.
Wow.
Number 5.
Those are new.
Huh?
So those are new.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like some of those
I
are
remember
new
those.
or changed a little bit. Do you think all religions are like this in the beginning where they kind of keep changing what they think?
Well, we don't have a formal. It's like we should come up with some like document that we could like keep updating and add books to it as more rules of Gerlach come out.
Sure.
And then maybe we can like bind it together like in a, what's the word I'm looking for? A dictionary of murder.
Thesaurus. Yeah.
As a newsletter.
A pamphlet, perhaps?
Yes,
An
a
anthology.
pamphlet. I was going to say an
If you
encyclopedia of
put
murder.
lots of pamphlets together, they end up becoming a book.
Is it called like an anthology or something like that?
The Church of Murderology. That's
The
the
Book of
stories.
Gerlach.
What did
The
I
Book
name
of
my cult?
Matthias.
What did I name my cult anyway? I mean,
I don't really remember.
it's the Eben what Purge.
Eben Purge.
Purge, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they were surprised by what the end result of that was, but
So yeah,
blackness.
your followers went back. You see that Olda is has these people constrained and is taking them somewhere. What do you all do?
Yes, we follow discreetly because I don't want to talk to her.
Is it still like midday, like
It's
daytime?
some point in the day, afternoon.
I can teleport. Dad can teleport.
As long as nobody's looking at me.
Everybody
Stop looking at me!
Oh,
You
that's
can-
I was trying to remember what movie
Mystery
that was.
Men.
Mystery
Teleport
Men, yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Where
you
the-
can only turn invisible when nobody's looking. It's the same basic power Gerlach
It's
used as
that-
slot for.
That's how Azrael poops.
No one can watch.
perfect rectangles
Oh,
when nobody's looking.
God.
Wow.
What is wrong with your asshole?
Just a 2-dimensional
Like
rectangle.
a Play-Doh extruder.
I was just gonna
Yeah,
say it looks
yeah.
like
Oh,
Play-Doh.
I was thinking of like Minecraft blocks.
Yes.
I would also
Yes.
accept that.
Yes.
Apparently,
Yeah,
apparently, Azrael's butt looks like the Fuzzy Pumper barber shop.
I was thinking like how you know Azrael's using the bathroom is when you're walking and you hear someone in the distance go, ooh. Minecraft jokes.
That was very good. um,
Yeah, so what are we doing?
yeah, so Ulda is taking them to another building. Actually, yes, they actually take these people back to the main citadel, converged citadel building.
Okay.
Make some skeletons as a distraction.
Is that really a
Make
smart
some-
thing to do?
make some
I don't.
dancing skeletons.
You're asking Newek?
So I mean, really,
Smart thing. Ha ha.
I think the goal here is that we get the drop on her because we get to go first, and then Newick and I each grab. Newick maybe grabs 3, but I'll grab 2 prisoners, and we just teleport out, and then you guys all book it.
Okay.
I can book it.
I'll have to hold on to Brimstone.
I'm like the parkour master.
Also,
I can run up this wall.
Yeah. So did we agree that the 4 that we
They're
rescued?
back at they left. They
They
went
are
to
fine, yeah.
they went to Pizza
Okay.
Hut
Sounds good.
or whatever. Okay, so that's the plan. Do you want me to do a distraction?
Yeah. You make a distraction.
All right, I summon skeletons.
All right.
Skeletons for justice.
They are just doing that spooky, scary skeleton dance.
So they're
The
not.
Halloween.
So they're not attacking or anything. They're just there.
I don't think we want them to attack unless
Maybe
I mean,
causing.
attacking's fine.
Maybe
sure,
causing
but I want them to be
mischief.
like dramatic. So I'm making them very like over the top, scary,
Mm-hmm.
and like dramatic, but not really trying to hurt, but looking threatening.
Are they?
So imagine the skeletons acting like they're threatening.
Could-
Fucking
was-
fine, they're threatening. I make them
I-
evil.
I was thinking, if I may, make them just do mischief, like really
Yeah,
annoying
they're
inconveniences. That'd be
they're
like
shitting everywhere.
they're like flicking lights.
You can't
with
tell 'cause they're
lights on and
skeletons.
off. They're like
It's just
pulling the
skeletons
pants down of the
squatting.
doors
Yeah,
and
they're
stuff
just
like
squatting around like, ah.
And they got their like whatever weapons they died with or had, they have them with them.
like they're like running around pantsing guards, where they just run up to them and then
Yeah.
just like run
I make a
around,
skeleton
whatever.
distraction.
Okay.
They're like
And one of them
squatting
gets
and they're
right up to Ulda and gives her a wet willy.
and their
Don't have
little
any
And then
Saliva.
skeleton
five more
jaws
bite
are
her
opening.
bite her ankles and her
Okay.
knees.
Go ahead and roll an attack. Roll a
Oh, shit.
D20.
I can't
I
just
don't
make
know-
it
I
happen.
wouldn't say this is an attack.
Well,
It's
one
more
takes
like
the
an
arm bones from
inconvenience.
another and plays his own ribs like a xylophone.
Okay,
just
I'm
having
making
the
an
times
attack.
of their
I rolled an 8. What do I need to do? I haven't played this game in 5
3
years.
plus 3 for your level is 11 plus your intelligence modifier 4. Or is it 3? No, 3.
It's 3.
14. Okay, so they get in front of Ulda, but they don't seem to have that much effect.
She's not like, what are these skeletons doing here?
Well, she's definitely stopped, but
Yeah, so she's.
there's a
stopped moving.
pause,
Okay,
I
good.
should say. There we go.
Now's your chance. Everybody go!
Okay,
Yeah,
go,
y'all
go,
get
go.
before me.
I hold on to Brimstone.
I
Yeah.
will. Oh, this is gonna be fucking dumb because they're chained up, and she's the goddess of constraints.
Well,
It's fine.
Don't worry.
Gonna be fine. I can
Got
break a chain.
Something up my sleeve.
we can
Do
just
you?
cut their arms off. I can bring them back.
Pink.
I mean, their hands will come off. Like,
Actually, no, we're totally doing that. Are you kidding me?
Mm,
I'm just gonna teleport their still alive torsos and heads.
yeah, as long as they don't have a neck chain on,
Do they have neck chains?
No,
on,
they're
Josh?
probably shackled with their
mhm,
hands.
hands and feet. Yep, wrists and ankles.
I got
Just leave Ulda with a bunch of
Never,
empty.
ever say anything that you don't want Josh to have. Okay? Jeez, we've never learned our lessons.
Never learn. So this is pretty much like just chains coming off of Ulda's arm, and they're just kind of just going in between all the legs and arms of all these people.
Suddenly, Ulda's left with a bunch of arms and legs and cuffs.
I mean, I could grow their arms and legs back, so it's okay.
Yeah.
As long as like 2 of them survive the shock. I mean, really, that's all we need.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, that's true.
Okay.
Not saying they're disposable, but that's why you call them minions.
All right, let's try it.
Oh, my precious little golden egg of a minion. I will carry you through life and protect you, not the Gerlach cult.
Yeah.
So who's going?
Newegg believes he could break these chains.
I like it.
He's the god of might.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens when Newegg does it.
And you know, if I need to,
I love when Josh is like
To-
trying to figure something out.
to
and
miracle
his eye like twitched because he
Yeah.
was like looking up and it went.
He starts looking at the ceiling and going,
yeah, just like that. Yeah, I'm gonna miracle the ability stronger than you from the might.
Okay, what's that
And
read?
Whenever a godbound is in an opposed strength check or contest against another creature, or opposing it in a grapple or other exercise of strength, the godbound always wins.
Whew.
If two godbound with this gift struggle, the test is resolved normally.
Resolve
But-
normally.
But Old is not the godbound with might.
But
so
it is constraint.
yeah, sorry, it's
Not
different.
might.
I
Totally
mean, it's
different.
not my.
Just trying to think, like, because so pretty much her constraint is like unbreakable chains is what it was in my head.
Mhm.
So it's like
This under the word of might, it says this prowess allows them to lift or break anything that is humanly possible to handle, though truly supernatural feats of strength require the use of a gift or miracle.
yeah, and
This would be a supernatural feat, which I'm using a miracle. Just saying, it kind of says just that right there.
but it's like two gifts. So did that miracle you made say like you overcome other gifts?
It just
Um,
supernatural thing.
It is the miracle stronger than you, or the word.
Right.
Or the word is might. The
Right.
gift is a lesser gift called stronger than you. Whenever the godbound is in an opposed strength check or contest against another creature or opposing it in a grapple or other exercise of strength,
Mm-hmm.
the godbound always wins.
Okay.
If two godbound with this gift struggle, the test is resolved normally. As an action, the godbound can confer the benefits of this gift on an ally for one contest or action.
Onto an ally. Here you go, Azrael. uh,
It's true, I could.
sure, I'll allow it.
Good. So I break the chain.
Yeah, you. And Olda turns back in surprise. As,
Does she scream in pain as part of her body is broken?
no, I don't think so.
That's a shame. But yeah, now the little Gerlachites can go.
So who goes
We
next?
grabbed it. We grabbed and teleported.
yeah, I can't
I will.
teleport them out.
I will go next.
All right. What do you do, Azrael?
So, are the chains shattered all around, or just on the two that he did?
I viewed it the chain as like it's a line. So yeah,
Yeah.
knew I could break the connection.
Break it from Olda to the first prisoner.
Right.
Okay, then.
So the
I
prisoners are still chained, but they are free from Olda.
Mm-hmm.
I will run up and grab a couple and teleport up to 2 miles away.
Okay. Can you only grab 2 people, or how many people can you teleport?
I'm sorry. Let me get the exact wording.
Is that sun, Chris?
Wherever the sun will shine.
Well, ain't going back to Matt.
Oh,
Hmm.
it actually doesn't have any rules for taking anybody else with me. Can I miracle that to modify a gift?
Probably. Like, how does it read right now?
Commit effort for the scene. Instantly appear in any place lit by natural sunlight or your own radiance, provided it's within 1 mile.
Oh, I think it's just you.
Right, that's what I was saying. Could I like miracle it to be more?
Is that a usual thing? I think so. That's a modifying mirror.
broaden.
Yeah.
I think I've done that before.
Yeah. It's been for a very long time since I've. read it.
I don't remember the miracle
Yeah.
rules offhand. I will say that right now.
Yeah.
So clearly it's a yes.
Yeah. You can spend an effort.
Yeah, so it'd be 1 effort for the gift, and then 1 effort to Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Okay. Can I take a little squad of murderers?
Yes.
But yeah, like basically it's gonna be like, yeah, like sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
Just a shaft, or just.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. You see Azrael and all the people disappear in a column of light, sunlight, like a flashbang. What do the Brimstone and Gerlach do?
Well, they're gone, right?
Yeah.
Is there anything else we do need to do here?
Do X right by Ulda.
No,
Nuek's still there.
I can't teleport anybody. Certainly not when anybody's looking at me. I could put him into my cloak. We know he can survive it.
He could survive it.
It's actually not a terrible idea.
He can't survive it.
Not there to contribute, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, if Nuek rather is up to that, hey, I get you a ride.
I think I can teleport, can't I, Josh?
You
Is
can.
that-
Yes. You have one
Yeah, I
teleport
thought I
a day.
could.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I'm not up for it.
Hey, it's only save or die.
But
I mean,
I think the point is that, like, he could Gerlach cape Nuek and teleport away in one action?
Mm-mm.
No.
Well, I can't do it while they're looking at me. Is
Oh
the
my
problem?
gosh, I keep forgetting that you're.
I have
one
to be
of those-
hidden.
You got that emo teleport.
I do.
You
I
don't have
do.
that good teleport.
No. I could have taken it with alacrity. I think there was a good teleport, and I was like, no, I need to take the shitty teleport.
I'll never use this. No, that's fine. I can get myself out.
And I guess if everyone else coming up with a plan, I just make a break for it. I can like climb. I have all
Yeah, you
directions
can-
as one,
yeah.
so I can just
Yeah,
like
I'm holding on to
whatever.
him. Just
Okay.
FYI.
So if Brimstone you just run away, Brimstone.
yeah. I'm like parkouring the hell.
I mean,
out of
I want to
here.
make sure that everyone's out before like I leave the area.
I mean, we can wait until everyone leaves if you want.
Yeah, yes.
Brimstone's like, we can wait if we want.
I want to make sure things go well and right.
Oh, you're so cute, being
care about
concerned
people.
for everybody, Milana.
Oh my god, I hate everybody. Let's just leave now,
Oh,
Brimstone.
that's what you say, but your actions speak louder than words, Milana.
I'm just saying I have the ability to reweave time, so that's what I'm saying.
You can tell us you love us all.
Oh,
Gerlach, go to fucking hell. What the fuck is wrong with
oh,
you?
that's just your way of saying that you love us.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
I hate this. Amber hates this, and Milana hates this.
Yeah, I will skulk away.
All right. My turn. Nuek, give me 5 spirit saves.
The spirit's not my best.
Yeah. Tell me how many times you fail.
All right. Let's see here. Oops. All right. Trying to get over, right? Is that how we do
Yes. Meet or
Right.
over.
this? I failed 4 or 5. I'm sorry.
You failed all 5?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I got close once. Actually, hold on. I'm going to bank one of those
Yes.
and re-roll it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Or
I
you
did
could
pass that
use
one.
the 19 effort you have,
Oh yeah.
plus
you do
all
have
of your
effort.
subscriber effort to automatically succeed them.
He doesn't have enough subscribers.
No.
So
No,
how much
I-
effort do you have?
I have 4 effort free.
Okay. So you're gonna salt and try for one of them first.
Yes, I'm sorry, I did. So that gives me 3 effort. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. So it wouldn't. Yeah. It's up
Yeah,
to
that
you.
only works once. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't do it multiple times.
Okay. So how
But
many?
you could burn effort to succeed.
Oh, I can burn effort to succeed.
Yeah,
I see what
yeah,
you're
yeah,
saying. Yes. So okay, yes, I could throw
All
the
4.
three remaining effort.
Mm.
to succeed, so that gives me 1 fail.
Okay, so you have 1 fail.
And then, do I have enough? Do I have
No,
enough bits to
you're
do that?
you're 1 short.
Oh boy! If only I could get 1 bit.
I don't think anyone's here to help you right now.
Yeah. Thanks, George.
Oops, we shouldn't have left. You guys shouldn't have made me feel feelings.
Well, I'm still here. Brimson's been chiding you. He's just
I'm
been
not.
making
I'm not.
fun of
I'm
you.
skulking away, so I'm not going away fast.
That's all right. I got
Yeah,
this. I got
and
this.
I'm-
Whatever it is, it's fine.
So
There's just a command thing.
Brimstone. I mean, when Milana said that, Brimstone's like, "Yeah, we'll stay and watch." So we're still there.
yeah, so you're still there, and so I definitely think Sonoek would like if this is like a camera thing, like this speaking out loud, like as a viewer, you'd be like, "Oh, sees that like Noek just comes up and breaks his chain, and instantly notices like this is a foe I cannot address with force, right?
Right.
And so it's just like that moment where they this is the first this whole time you've seen them hooded, you haven't seen any facial, but you finally like notice that there's a glint and you see their green eyes like kind of just glow, and you lock eyes
Yeah.
from across the room. No, I'm saying lock eyes, and
romantic music swells.
no, it would be like it's like you're being like there's like 1,000 people all of a sudden in your head asking you questions, Nuek. And you
Got
like
it.
this is all like for everyone outside, you just see them like standing and staring at each other. But there's like 1,000 people. It sounds like there's 1,000 questions being thrown at you, and most of them you're like you just kind of ignore. And it's like almost you could be like your own persona in your mind. You're like kind of swatting away these questions or these people or these essences that are accosting you.
Are they completely inane questions?
A lot of them are, yeah.
What's your favorite color?
Yeah, what's your favorite? Where were you born?
How do you
Who was
like your coffee?
mom? Yeah, yeah. A lot
How
of
do you
them.
like your eggs?
Exactly. There's just all these
If you had to pick a velvet cape, what color would it be?
right.
You had to
And
pick a velvet cape. What
I don't
color
know.
would it be?
What color would it be? Oh.
Ooh, a sequence. I mean, I know that.
and so you're like your persona swatting all these away, and you finally see a persona of Ulda, in this mind theater, and like there's changes wrap around you, right? And they are like, where can I find you any day, any night? And you just speak out like uncontrollably any place like where you live, all the locations you live, where your bases are. You just puke the information of like where if you can't find me here, then I'm here. If like you just give up all the information of that. And she cannot ask any of the other 4 questions. But as you kind of you puke out these words, and you're probably like, oh shit, like afterwards, as the chains kind of unwrap, and and the camera kind of pulls back into material plane, and her eyes, or not her, their eyes fade back into darkness, and you have just experienced that.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys, we got to kill Ulda. Like, like it's not really an option now, but maybe we should do that at full strength. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Dear
Well,
God.
Azrael's gone. Gerlach's gone.
Wait,
Girl,
I'm
like,
still
was-
here.
I was
could
prowling
turn
away,
back
so it's not like I was
time.
fast.
Oh God! Just
So you're proud. You're like, I'm imagining him.
I
like,
swear to God, if you
doing
turn
the
back
sneak.
time, so I'm there.
Yeah.
I will kick you
I like to
I
imagine
will-
him doing the
as
sneak.
Azrael.
Okay. I like to imagine Gerlach doing the sneak, and then Nuek says, "We gotta kill this person," and then Gerlach's like, "Murder? What?"
So I would like to try.
language.
Yeah,
I would like to try something. Probably see if this works.
okay.
So I have the assassin eye still.
Mm-hmm.
It's my artifact.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to reweave time so I can commit effort for the day and choose an event in the area which has taken place in the last hour. You may reweave the past to produce a different outcome to the event, provided the outcome you ordained is possible.
Mm-hmm.
Such reweaving cannot kill or resurrect creatures, cannot restore committed effort, and
Oh,
must be
shit.
restricted to an event of no more than 15 minutes duration. A hostile worthy foe, so Ulda,
Mm-hmm.
involved in the events may make a spirit saving throw to foil the reweaving.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what are you doing?
So I would like to commit effort and make this happen. And what happened is to the whole whatever Newek succeeds in whatever Newek was trying to do.
So you're trying to prevent the interrogation.
Interrogation,
pretty much.
yeah.
And you're not committing effort from yourself. You're committing effort from
Yeah,
your
yeah.
artifact.
So yeah, I think you can't turn invisible now. I believe is what it turns. I believe your artifact is like you bank your effort. I believe right if I remember correctly, you bank your effort to be invisible, or you can reweave time. So you can't go invisible until tomorrow.
Oh, sure.
All right. She has a save of 6. Oh, nat 20.
Nope, that's a 1.
That's a 1.
And hey, now Newick has a 20 banked.
No, or no.
It doesn't swap like that. It's just whatever I roll.
Damn.
Right.
It's a shame.
Saved by Milana. It's not love. It's making sure we're
What?
protected.
I can. This is out of character. This is a discussion. This game of like I can use effort to just like I saved.
Mm-hmm. And
If
it's
you're-
like
okay, so here's
I
the
trump
thing,
your
Josh.
trump your trump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, Josh. It's a situation where I feel like GMing, where from my learning of GMing, it's like what makes a better story.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could go forever and in a day going back and forth doing stuff. I mean, yeah, you could do that committed effort, but do you want to? Would it be
More of
okay?
like it's okay in a way, but in another way I feel bad. I'm like, oh, you just used your 1 a day, and I'm just like, yeah, it didn't happen.
Right.
Well,
mean-
and that's the problem I have with the GM using the effort and the tithings
Yeah.
in general is because it always is going to foil something that we just succeeded at.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It is never going to be like, oh, it's always going to be, yeah, you thought you got it, but you didn't,
Mm-hmm.
and that's pretty
Right.
disheartening. And
Yeah,
and
that's
honestly,
not fun for players.
I mean, the GM can make up whatever he wants in that character. You could have said that their saving throw was whatever. I mean,
I have
And-
pre-typed, but yeah, I know what you're
yeah.
saying.
But I mean, when you said it, you could have said it at a 1. They always say whenever they roll higher than a 1.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the GM's prerogative.
Right.
So it just seems like piling on at some point.
And as
Right,
far
and that's
as
why
like, I mean, I don't have any GM experience, but like as far as like what was gained from that interrogation was they learned where to find Newak. But like, is that worth commit saving an effort? Like,
Yeah.
Newak doesn't. I mean, no offense to Dave and how you play as Newak, you're the mayor of Monsterville. like that's not like something that what I'm saying is the information doesn't seem as weighty as it actually sounds.
It's not like
It's-
trying to find Gerlach. I mean, for example, it
Right.
would be a big deal if they were trying to find where
to,
Gerlach
to me
sleeps.
and for Milana, the why that's important is because any information for any one of us, yes, she's the one that's trying to hold this whole entire group together. If one of
Yeah.
us falls, that's not going to be good for us. We don't want that to
Right.
happen.
I mean, and yeah, Newak probably gave out several locations, but one of those locations was our hideout.
Right.
One
Yeah.
of those locations is where Jim Tella is.
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh, that's fair, that's fair.
And like Alda has access to all that now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I need
Okay,
to
fair.
reweave time because I don't want her to find out where we hide.
Yeah.
Our secret child. That sounds terrible.
Our secret child. All right. Yeah, that's fine. It's more of like I just have these resources at my disposal. I'm like, that just feels really shitty to be like, oh, I can just use this resource.
Yeah, it would.
No,
it
I
would
agree.
be for the table and for the
But
the
yeah, you're
story.
within your powers to do it.
Right.
But it's,
Would it
Yeah, it's just-
feel
I agree.
good?
I agree. It's hard.
Right. I'm just like this more table talk for later kind of deal.
Yep.
Yeah, so let's just say that happens. Yeah, like what does this look like, Milana, as like this? Because it's like this whole time, like between Ulda and Newak, it was like a standoff, and there's just like, woo. So what does this reconfiguration kind of look
So
like?
I imagine it a lot being like how she summons a lot of her magic comes out of her eye, right? But this is the assassin eye. Instead of it being a necrotic. Let's do Doctor Strange kind of style. I like Doctor Strange's stuff where it's like the time is green. It looks like it just like feels like everything is weaving. Like the assassin eye starts to rotate in her head, which I think would be really cool. And so there's like this greenish tint to everything as things are going back, which doesn't really look like a lot. It's like a little bit of swaying.
Yeah. Yes.
Right.
Could I just say for the record that as a Marvel geek going back to my childhood,
Yeah.
watching you tweet about going through and watching all these movies finally, It's like I was like, oh, Spider-Man's
So sweet.
cool. Doctor Strange
Well,
is cool.
Well, we could talk about that on our break, but
But-
so that's what it's yeah.
Mhm.
So that's what I imagine happens.
Okay. Yeah. I guess we'll just. Do you think we can? Do we take the break now, or do we keep on going?
What do you mean take a break? Yes. Some
Yeah.
people have to take dogs out.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So
I got it.
I know. So
They're being awfully understanding, at
They
least
are.
in my house.
So yes, let's with that that rewinding of time, there's still a standoff between Ulda and Newek, and we'll have to see what happens with them after the break. See you in 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay.
15 would be great.
15. All right.
15. Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you in 15.
Hello again.
Oh.
Hello.
Wow.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
How's it going?
Uh,
Ugh.
Lost you for a second.
yeah.
So, come back to Gerlach's followers were freed by Ulda's chains being broken and Azrael teleporting them away. And
Could you say it was divine intervention? Like, I mean, Azrael's a demigod, so you could say.
yeah, through divine
Yeah,
intervention. Yeah. And then Ulda tried to interrogate Newek, but then Milana used her assassin's eye to rewind time, so such that it didn't happen. And that is where we are.
Does Ulda know that it didn't happen? I mean, do they have a
That's a good
sense
question.
I think
that
we've
they
gone
had
back
some
and
knowledge
forth
that
on
now they don't?
depending on the person, right?
Do we all feel the
'Cause if
effects
she-
of rewind
so-
She
time?
had to make a
So
save
if-
against it.
So if
yeah.
if we get to that point, then does she still, if she knows it happened, does she remember the stuff she learned during it? I would
No,
think not.
no. I think since she it's a good point. Since she had to save, she knew something happened, but she does not remember.
Maybe she just has like a weird deja vu feeling.
Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, she does not remember any of the stuff that Newek said.
Basically, what should have happened as the reweaving time is the minute that she tries to get into Newek's head. That's what he made the 5 spirit throws for, right?
Right.
She went to go do that, and for some reason, he succeeded.
Right.
Right.
So she's
Well,
like, "Whoa!"
If that is the case, Josh, do I get my effort back? I
No,
spent
not
3
because
hours.
of reweave time.
No.
I didn't think
See,
so, but
that's
I
even-
just wanted to double check.
That's even part of the wording about it.
Yeah. Even the gift it said you do not get your effort back.
Right. I mean, you said Milana doesn't get her effort back.
No.
It's the
Any effort committed for the thing.
yeah for that
doesn't-
duration does not get recuperated.
Right. Just
So
double.
even
just
whatever
double
effort that, what's her face?
nothing, David.
Sorry,
check.
sorry, I saved our asses, but couldn't give you back your effort.
Yeah,
I like my ass.
I kind of do.
So that was Milana's turn. Azrael, I guess, is out of this. So we have Newek, Gerlach, and Brimstone.
Well, I gotta wait till.
I really want to get out of here.
You
I
have the
am
ability.
down. I am down with getting out of here.
All right. I will do it. Poof.
Poof. Newek teleports away.
I would also like to teleport away.
All right. And then
Brimstone, I'm holding on to you.
Brimstone's gonna parkour out of
parkour. All right.
He goes over the top of a wall and goes parkour.
here. He's like
Yeah.
he's like doing some impossible running up wall stuff, and it's pretty crazy. And Milana gets a little.
The
I don't
dirty
think
rat
Milana can get
wind
motion
sock on
sick,
her.
but if Milana could get motion sick, she'd probably get motion sick.
I don't
Yeah.
get sick.
Yeah. So
Except at the thought of love.
yes.
It's a different kind of sick. I don't get physically sick.
So
Hooray, we did it!
I don't know where I'm
Yes.
headed though.
Mission
Brimstone's like, I don't know where I'm going.
I mean, don't we always meet at Mama Gumba's?
I guess so.
Yeah, we should probably go to. Oh man, if she had known about, if Ulda had known about Mama Gumba's, we would have been done for.
We couldn't hang out there anymore.
Right. That's exactly. I mean, like
Or-
every place Newek goes, she knew it.
mhm.
Now, Brimstone, do you see why I did what I did?
Sort of. Wait, what did you do?
Do we know that you did anything?
Oh yeah, you guys know.
Why are you visible all of a sudden? Can't you go blinky blink?
Does everyone forget that I have this ability?
Are you
Oh
tired?
gosh, you're visible to everybody
No,
now
we
in
know.
Mama Gumbos.
I would say
Gaslighting me.
The lunch
I-
crowd clears
I
out.
full on. I have no idea what happened. Like,
Don't
I,
worry about it.
I'm like,
Yeah, that's
I
true.
don't know.
Well, the thing is, if you turn back time, would it just affect the people? Like, when we would feel like, well, did something happen? Like, we wouldn't be able to perceive that.
No,
would
you
we?
wouldn't even be able to perceive what was happening in the first place, really. 'cause
Exactly. So, yeah, I don't know what you did.
once
Exactly.
again, I've done nothing for this party.
Newick knows
Yeah,
because
I-
Newick was in the sphere of.
Yeah,
Sure.
I like made like 6 spirit saves and fought off Ulda's
And spend effort.
Yeah, well, I burned my effort. I'm really tired.
Yeah, you have like no effort at all.
I have 0 effort.
Yeah.
Time for a nap.
Nap.
Some good old gumbo.
Yeah, well, it's not that good, but you know.
Some gumbo it is.
You can get to go to the teppanyaki grill part and they can do a flip you some shrimp then.
No.
That's not good either.
Nothing's
It's
good
it's
at
all
Roman
bad.
gumbos.
Like the shrimp should not be
mediocre.
that color.
I've
It
always
should
I've always
smell like
assumed that
that.
it was good food, and that's why we went.
I
Yeah.
mean,
No.
I thought that was the whole
it's
point.
it's good in the sense that there's a lot of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't really taste much anyway because I've mangled my tongue. So
yeah, sure. You could fix that, you know.
Yeah,
I
you
can't.
Can fix it.
If I was to fix it, I couldn't taste everything in a room.
Just your food.
Just your
Right,
food.
right.
Wait, wouldn't it give you like hyper taste then?
I don't even want to think about that.
Because if you
Gerlach
put,
is
like,
a super taster.
I actually kind of agree with that because I thought the whole point was that you were like tasting the air. So, like,
Well, I
your
think
tongue
I feel
is
the
more-
vibrations. I don't think I physically.
Oh.
I think I'm like a snake, and I stick my tongue out and feel vibrations.
Oh God, the more you you describe Gerlach, yeah, I forget over time how truly awful.
Well,
he is.
and the best part would be, back in the early days of Gerlach, before he even got that feat, in our downtime that nobody ever saw, we're like hanging out in the mansion, and Gerlach's like, I got his tongue going.
No, 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 no,
All right.
no, 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 no.
Gotta get that feat.
Gross.
Yeah, but I think I personally believe that he has sacrificed his actual taste for the ability to feel the vibrations.
For
in the air.
vibrations.
Hmm.
Except now it's through his cloak, so I don't even know how that works anymore.
That'll work for nothing.
Oh no.
Because I think we've essentially said I vomit out darkness, and then I feel things in the darkness. Because I'm a god now.
Demigod, but you know.
Wow, thanks.
Wow.
Yeah, seriously.
Why,
Junior.
wait,
I mean, junior executive.
Exactly.
assistant to the assistant.
So, what do y'all do?
Well, I'd like to assess how much information they got out of my minions.
Sure. Yeah, so they Ulda had figured out that they were followers of a pantheon. And that it was, generally about murdering, and that they were part. I've given the name. I'm gonna roll for one of these. So they didn't get the name of the pantheon, but they knew it was kind of about murder and anti-Palor and all that kind of stuff. Luckily, Ulda didn't get your name, but though you said follower, so you're fairly sure that they could have put that together. But yeah, they don't know who. Ulda does not know who you are and what the name of your pantheon is. It's like the big missing part, you could say.
Okay. I can live with that. I don't have to kill them all. Hey guys, know all the trouble you went to rescue my followers? They had big mouths and I killed them all.
No, are you serious?
No. Hey, thanks for rescuing me. Sorry I had to kill them all.
On to the next thing.
God.
Yeah, I will hold my at my next monthly training meeting for my minions, I will explain the idea of not getting caught, and that was the importance of murdering other people you don't know and trading people's murderers.
Mm-hmm.
And the word is that's like number 7 on my rules list. Don't get caught. Murder, lots of murdering, Priest of Palor murdering, making up lies, lied about Priest of Palor.
I totally
the
see
dark.
I totally see these meetings becoming more and more like a Tony Robbins like self-empowerment seminar.
It really only helps you to do your murdering if you're murdering somebody that your friend needs murdered. If you're murdering your own people that need murdered, the police are going to know. So what you need to do is you make a bargain. You murder his guy and you murder his wife. You murder his whole family and it'll all work out.
This week's movie is Throw Mama from the Train.
Now, when you go into your workplace to do murdering, I know you want to go murder your own old coworkers, but just trust in your friend that he's going to do the job you would do to all those coworkers if you had the opportunity. Untraceable murder. It's the way.
Furiously taking notes.
Newek will tell everybody in the party about Olda and the brain feelers and stuff.
Okay.
Interrogation.
So everybody knows about that stuff, and we need like some kind of like helmets or something to protect us next time.
I don't think helmets are going to protect us.
I
I
think.
think
Like
that's
a
only.
like an
I
X-Men
don't
helmet.
think.
I was gonna say that's only Magneto.
Mhm,
that
mhm.
help.
I was gonna say I don't think any helmet. It had to be a special kind of helmet. Maybe.
Like Jaggy.
Like maybe or like I don't know some kind of metal that is very thin. Kind of you can shape it to the
Yeah.
form that you like.
Yeah, like steel. I could do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, for you maybe, but I mean, it's something for like the average man to keep people out of their brains.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
you want to make an M out of it, so there's like an M. And it
Yeah.
doesn't mean Magneto; it means my mind.
My,
It means
My
Matt.
mind.
It says my mind keep out. I like that thinking, Gerlach.
Yeah, exactly. So you
Mine,
have the
your-
goggles would be like keep out. My mind keep out.
Were the goggles made of metal too?
Well, they could be. I don't know.
You couldn't see.
They're hard to see out of with
Yeah.
a solid metal.
I mean, I guess you
I
could.
mean,
put...
they could just be like wireframe glasses.
You know how hard it is to describe tinfoil without
Mhm.
saying tinfoil?
Mhm.
If you
Oh,
took some
I
really
run-
good metal and flattened it really, really small.
I run a
could put-
game where all my PCs are rabbits, and trying to
Yeah.
describe things
Mhm.
as what a rabbit could comprehend is very difficult.
Yeah. Well, and I don't really understand like dog logic. Like I woke up the other morning and found a nail in my bed. So at some point she found a nail in the house, picked it up, carried it to bed, and was like, "Huh, this could be edible. Let's figure it out." Nope. I'm just going to leave this here.
Gonna lay on it.
that's for you.
Yep. One of those mysteries of the humans. Why do they do this? You can't eat it.
Mm-hmm.
It's no fun to play with.
So you're at Mama Gumba's.
We're talking about our
Brimstone's-
pets.
Mhm.
Brimstone's brainstorming. He's thinking about like what the direction his following should go, and this lawyer idea has got got him thinking that maybe he should set up a legit law office.
Like
That
legal
has-
vengeance.
Right. Well, like trials by fire, but at night it's the fist of vengeance, right? But if you work for our law office, you also get a free gym membership. Is how we're
Yeah,
gonna pitch it. It's
that's
a
a good
law
perk.
office slash dojo slash gym spa, whatever. It's like a weird combination thing, and
Yeah.
everyone wears business suits.
It's time to hit the books.
Right.
Like
That's what I'm
they could be
thinking.
like like taekwondo like an outfit only like patterned as a suit.
Right. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. It's
with a
it's
martial
all bu-
arts belt.
It's all
instead of a regular
business, even
belt.
when we throw down.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's something I'll probably talk with you, Josh, about
Yep.
like picking an area for later where he has this little. It's probably wouldn't be too far from. Well, maybe a little not too far from the normal hideout because that's where like. No, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
I'll look at the map.
I mean,
and
as a
we can
god
talk
of
about it.
madness, a law office / dojo makes perfect
Yeah.
sense.
It's really ranking up there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted to have like a very. Well, not too heavy culty vibe, but you know what I mean. It's like really weird. You're like, there's some. It's one of those things where you walk into and you're like, there's something weird about this place. This might be a cult.
Everyone's around the water cooler talking about the same thing. All
We're
wearing the
talking
same
a lot
colored
about
suits.
vengeance and some weird shit over at the water cooler, but I can't complain about their rates as lawyers. Like, you know,
I would like to
something
come
weird
up with an alibi for Matthias Cromwell.
going on.
What he was doing during the time when Matthias Cromwell was seen at the prison as the head of internal security.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it's going to take to invent that, but maybe sneak into the house before his wife gets home or something, and explain that he was home all day with the sniffles.
Sure. That is fine. That works out. Kinda. Except for the whole part where Matt knows.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
but my point being is that the real Matthias Cromwell was home with the sniffles,
I see.
and that god of murder was impersonating him.
I see.
The plots.
I mean, what's more believable? That Matthias Cromwell, respected church official, is the god of murder, or that the god of murder, thievery, alacrity? I don't know.
Yep.
Those all seem tricksy. Just impersonated him.
Exactly.
His if you rearrange your words and you just turn them into the first letter of the thing, it spells Matt.
Maybe I'm
murder,
really
alacrity,
my
and
Matt.
thievery.
Oh no, names have power and blah blah blah.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, I made a note.
And what is Matthias Cromwell's nickname?
Matt.
Matt.
It's all connected. You
Oh
can
my
get
God.
inside. You can connect with the mind of the mimic.
Yeah, you
Version.
can connect with the Matts.
Yeah. It's like people reading conspiracy theories into tea leaves.
I mean, at what point are there just too many coincidences here?
If
Like you
Right.
just ask your own questions, find your own answers. Is what I say.
so, I just thought
And
of
take all of your
something.
opinions from Facebook.
You know, you pay a doctor, but you get opinions for free on Facebook. So who are you going to believe? If they wanted to tell me the truth, they wouldn't make me pay for it. They would give it to me for free.
That's right.
See,
So-
logic.
Yeah, logic. So I just thought for a minute that maybe Ulda's thing is that all her followers be named Matt, so we should be on the lookout for any Matts in the future. like you know, like some organizations, all of us are Matt. Or all of
Also-
us
Yeah,
are
yeah.
If one
or
of your
whatever.
followers is really big, does it count as more followers?
That's why I was actually starting to wonder when you talk about this. I was like, I wonder if the mimic counts for more.
You only have one follower, but it's as big as an entire army. I mean, honestly, though, if you had the Tarrasque as a follower, I mean, I would say it would carry the,
Yeah, I take a Tarrasque.
Yeah,
Virtual
you were
weight of
Godzilla.
several.
Yeah. Oh, you only have one follower. Ha ha ha.
Random kaiju noises.
Right, exactly. Or a giant mecha. I don't know.
So, what's
I have no idea what we're doing at Mama Gumba's other than
Also,
just having a
do
good
we-
time talking with each other.
So the secret people we were gonna go kill. Can we
Yeah,
still
the-
do the killing?
The Golendale. It sounds fun. Like,
Yeah,
like
I mean,
even if it's not
Okay,
even like
at
a
this
part of
point,
the
I'm
deal.
morally opposed to going and killing them because then we could have just done this quest and completely gone without this confrontation.
morally opposed. Bah.
I question your morals about murder. There's always a need for murdering.
Do we have any beef with the Forgotten Secrets? Do we have any problems with those people?
They want to eat your daughter.
Oh, yeah, your daughter.
They want to eat my
So
daughter.
no, I don't have a problem. It's cool.
Do they have do they literally eat or like?
Well, they want to
Gulak
cut her
eat,
up into
as in-
pieces and squeeze the energy out of her. You decide whether that's eating
All
or
right,
not.
so Gerlach eat. Okay, that's what I want to know. If you meant eat, or Gerlach eat. I know you have a different definition for eating things.
Well, I looked at her and I thought she was a little crunchy, but I assume that you wouldn't want her to be chopped up into pieces.
I would prefer Gems. Tell her to be one piece.
I mean, I don't know what kind of relationship you have with her, so maybe having her in pieces would be good. I don't know.
It's kind of the similar relationship with Nuek and his daughter. If you can understand that bit at all.
So you had sex with a gem?
Well,
Well-
I went. So if you remember correctly, because you were there, you were present, I found a giant rock in my lava pit. And Nuek helped me hatch the giant rock, and there was a beautiful gem baby inside.
Well, but I'm just saying somehow
Finders
Nuek had
keepers.
sex
That's the rule I'm playing by.
in some manner that makes my head hurt. Nuek did the thing with a shadow, so I don't know how biology works at that level.
Yeah, well, we can have this talk when
Yeah.
I feel like you're ready for it, girl.
Newick will give a long and detailed explanation.
Nuek just goes into it. Yeah.
Well, it goes like this, and this is how it works. Yeah.
There you go.
So yeah, let's go murder him.
Well,
Wait, so we rescued the followers so that we didn't have to do this, and now we're gonna go do it anyway?
I thought
Well,
we
now
rescued the
that-
followers just on the general principle.
now that you brought to Brimstone's
No,
attention,
it was
you know.
specifically because we did not want to do a side quest within a side quest.
But this is its own quest now.
I did not.
Yeah,
want
it's not even a
the
side
Russian-
quest anymore.
I did not want the rushing nesting dolls of quests.
but,
Fine.
but we're choosing it now.
We're gonna
so
go.
did
not
anybody
Olga.
No,
So we're gonna
I
Mandalorian
refuse.
this shit, is what you're telling me.
Mm.
you can make a stand-in character to take care of this because Azrael is not having a part of this shit.
And Milana isn't either. We just got out of the prison where we're like, we have the Noodleman.
So yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
We could send the Noodleman out to do noodly destruction.
You know
Yeah.
what? I'm gonna go knock up a few noodles. We'll have unlimited noodle men.
Hmm.
Could you
Hmm.
procreate?
Oh,
with
I was
the
like,
noodles?
what?
Yes, I'm gonna start a genetic breeding program for the noodle men.
Okay,
this gonna-
remember
kidding
you have
me?
to ask them for consent first. Do they make sure the Noodlemans that you impregnate want this
Okay,
to happen?
We will assume off camera
Mm-hmm.
that the species that has been obsessed with continuing their brand.
Yes.
Is this going to require more influence to keep them under control? Because I'm the one dumping the most influence into them at the moment.
I don't know.
Noodleman.
We'll just have to see how they're used.
And
And the
really,
second thing-
let's level with it. If I make noodle babies, they're gonna. I mean, I'll put in the fail-safe code.
Oh my
Let's be
God.
honest.
Oh
It's
my
what I
at
do
what
with
point
every
in
other
the-
baby.
At what
Every
point
other
in the
baby I make.
procreation process do you do that?
Right when the brain's
So-
being formed.
No, you're like,
God. And then
He just cast sever the line on himself.
half the city drops.
In other news, 50% of the population just dropped for no reason. Mauxferry, I guess. I don't know. Have you been?
Well,
Has Azrael been outside of Mauxferry now that I think about it?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he had a long and fruitful career as a
Okay.
as
Procreator.
as a Levistus
Okay. yeah.
contract.
Yep.
I was just wondering if he was always like this even when he was working as the Vistus outside of Mauxferry.
I think that he used like charm and his good looks as a good part of like roping people into it,
Okay.
or like convincing them that this isn't completely evil. Like it's fine. Just sign on the dotted line. I don't know what your problem is.
I've got a god who's frozen in a block of ice, and he'll give you your wishes. Just sign on this dotted line.
Okay.
So nobody else has any desire to go murder the secrets people.
I just
Well, I
don't
was
think.
gonna.
In a general sense, maybe, but I specifically am not doing it immediately after an NPC we fucked over told, because then it's gonna be like, we basically did what she wanted anyhow, and it's like,
Yeah.
no.
Well,
No.
I was gonna bring up. We could, but if I remember correctly, we went to do the thing for Gerlach's followers because we had a laundry list of things to deal with or something that Josh had.
Yep.
So I was like, well, what's the next on the list?
That
So
was
I
the
last
guess
one.
That was the last
Oh.
one?
Yep.
New list. Secrets.
But I mean, Newek looks at it and sees the hidden secret as someone that the existing government of Mauxferry, the Paylord government, wants to dispose of. And it's like, well, the enemy of my enemy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what if they're our
I can't
enemy
hate 'em that
also?
bad.
What if they're our enemy also?
I don't know.
What if they're the enemy of our enemy and our enemy?
Yeah, that's hard. That's a tough place to be.
You know what we're really forgetting right now, though?
Tell me.
Brimstone looks across the table and just looks at Gambo because we
Yeah.
had taken him, but we never said what we did with them.
Oh,
he's
hello
just, like,
there.
listening to us talk about all this stuff.
This is
Like,
this is gonna be a
right.
great story.
Well, he's making the autobiography. Or
Yes.
He's become
He will-
our dandelion. Or
he-
yeah. The Witcher.
Grambo will
Nope,
be
I'm s-
our
yeah.
chronicler.
If you could just clean up the indecision part and make us seem like we knew what we were doing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta keep it clean. This needs to be streamlined so it makes good play.
You can't make this a play.
Yeah, you can
Yeah, you
like
can
cut
make
out
that
a
play.
lot of the times where we talk about like, I don't know, dogs bringing nails to bed.
Can you like change a
True,
lot of the
that's
story
true.
to be like not us? Like, can you like make it a story like this, but like with something that doesn't identify us and make things awkward
Can we s-
between?
Nah, it'll be
everybody
fine.
here?
I'm not
Can we
even
see your
worried about it.
notes?
If you remember from last time, he cast a spell that records.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, can you play some stuff back?
The audacity of it all.
Oh, ooh,
Can I
that's
play?
some
John.
any audio jokes.
I know. I was gonna say, I'm like,
Oh, that'd be great if that was the actual spell name. Just call it Audacity.
Yeah, you should call it Audacity.
and
Well, if you're recording, then I'm going to say into your recording, I do not give you permission to release this information in any shape or form without my consent.
he kind of.
You can't stifle Gambo's art, man. We got him out of the joint.
Yeah.
I'm a lawyer, and that's not legal for you to do now. And you know this because you've been recording me talk about my lawyer plans and becoming a
Brimstone,
lawyer.
When have you literally ever cared about being identified?
Not really, but I don't want him to make. I like lean over to Astro. I'm like, it'd be kind of bum me out if he's making money off of my own story. Is all I'm saying.
You're not gonna do it. You ain't gonna write.
You make infinite money. You're a dragon man.
It's the
It's the
principle.
We
principle.
could crank your tail and you poop gold.
Maybe you should pay him to write your story.
Oh my god.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I
he could be
could.
like your ghostwriter.
Ooh, we could do like a Wolf of Wall Street story, whatever that is, where I have him work in my office. I don't know.
Trying really hard not to make a Hamilton reference here.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I don't know why I brought up Wolf of Wall Street. I haven't even seen that movie.
I haven't either.
Who lives, who dies, who lives to tell your story? Gambo.
That's me.
Oh wow. Nice, John.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, that's gonna be the musical right there.
Unfortunately, Gerlach is too short to spell. What's your name, man? Gerlach. G-E-R. I don't know.
This is all Hamilton the Musical references, Josh.
Yes, I figured.
Oh my god, I love your shirt. He's the best character.
It was a Christmas present from the wife.
Da,
So
da, 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 da.
exactly.
Yeah.
Did John?
Yeah, it's good.
Nice.
The bottom of it is the rest of the lyrics. Da da da
All
da
the
da
I
da.
was gonna say like the actual part, like the
No,
actual...
no, it's just the chorus.
Yes, so good. God, so good.
Well, leaving out anybody who hasn't seen Hamilton. So sorry.
It's on Disney Plus, not sponsored.
I know. But then I canceled my subscription. I didn't watch it before then. Oh well. Another time.
Speaking of sponsor, can I just throw this out? Every time I have gone into Geekspective on Twitch to watch our stream tonight, I have noticed that there is a Totino's ad. So I'm wondering, is it following me around because it assumes that I'm a guy who's eating pizza rolls?
Probably.
Or do we have a sponsorship of some
No,
sort?
there's a
No.
I mean-
pre-roll that happens.
Well, I think the finger of blame points at Chris on this one.
That's true. They are.
I do love Totino's
Yes.
pizza.
I mean,
whenever-
I remember a day when Chris worked for Pizza Rolls, like did actual
Yeah, I was
labor.
just gonna say, I was like, I had him come over to my house to dog sit, and mostly what his payment was just a bunch of pizza rolls.
Yes, we do have an abundance of pizza rolls at the ready should any be needed for
as
duty.
we should.
Roll talk. Look,
Anyway.
we don't have a plan, Josh.
Okay, well then.
I'm trying to give us a plan. Let's find a reason to go
don't
kill him.
Yeah, I was more.
Want to?
I guess yeah, that was the question. That I was just.
I mean,
seeing-
I have a reason to kill him, but I don't know if I'm going to.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much that's what I was kind of throwing out there. Of like, are you guys going to pursue them or not, or should I make
Let's
a
do a vote.
different move?
Who wants to go after
Well,
the Forgotten Secrets?
Let me make one more case.
Okay.
One more argument in favor. You know, what's this god's
Ulda.
name? Ulda?
Ulda.
Ulta.
Ulda. They're all
Ulda.
blurring together. Ulda, god or goddess, Ulda, knows that we made this deal. And while we did free my followers just so that they didn't have them to continue lording over us, that doesn't mean that this frankly terrifying god is not going to come after us because we broke our deal. And some of us aren't that hard to find, including the ones who keep putting up lawyer ads all over the town and the mayor of Monsterville.
Like on the bus station.
Someone's got a map. He's planning it out, but I haven't done it yet.
I'm just saying. I mean, some of us have a pretty high profile. I don't know, not Gerlach, but I mean, it wouldn't be a bad thing to get this debt taken care of, even though we've rescued our people, my people.
But we wouldn't be taking care of the dead.
Well, it depends on.
You know, one way to take care of the debt?
Does it go kill them?
Murder the shit out of Ulda.
Yep.
Well, I think that would be better for the city, but I don't know how that's going to work.
Because now we don't have a bunch of hostages that we're trying to keep alive while we're also trying to fight her.
That's true.
We
Which
can
was the
play.
main reason. Which is the main reason I didn't say that we should just go fight her.
Ooh, Gambo, tell me with your recording ears, have you ever heard anything about Ulda and what goes on with her schedule?
No, I came in. You guys picked me up at the check-in place. I had just literally gotten there, and you like got me out of a pinch, and then I went inside a mimic with you all, and it was really weird.
It's probably worth pointing out there's some probably really pissed off intake clerks still sitting there waiting for us to bring him back.
Yes.
Probably.
We'll be back with him in a minute.
I didn't think that we ever implied we were bringing him back.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah.
I think we were just borrowing him. That was what I recall.
Well, Josh, can I throw out another wrinkle here? Is that you have a rough roadmap for the end of this season, and it is taking a session and a half to go take out the Forgotten Secret. Is that part of this roadmap?
No, but I know.
Or is adding another like session and a half to the is that going to screw things up?
I don't worry. I have some ideas of when to interject the end stuff.
Well, and in a meta narrative, also the GM dropped a pretty big, plot hook in front of us of something that we should pursue, and now we're just like leaving it there, like we're too good for that. We don't want your hook.
No, I think
Yeah,
that
I
was
do like that.
basically Josh made that up in order to, because I was asking what was a bargain. Pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. I went and looked at my fronts, and I was like, "Oh, this would be really nice." So, said,
So I don't think
"Do
it's
this."
a real hook. I think it's like he gave it to me as a means of bargaining.
Well, what other hooks do we have in front of us?
It's
Well,
a
we
point of
cleared
interest.
Well, we
list.
could take a stroll to the giant robot dealership and take a look and see what they've got.
Wait, what? Oh yeah,
I wanna-
that's
yeah, I
right.
wanna go to the robot dealership.
That's
Hell yeah.
that's in a few months.
So I think
Just gonna
let's-
kick some tires and check some jet engines.
let's just quickly remember like what our character goals are and our group goals are. I mean, our
Well, I got-
biggest stuff was Gemtella, right? Like that's a huge
Yeah.
deal.
And and Gemtella's tied to the Forgotten Secrets and whatnot.
Yeah,
It's
what's
apparently
Azrael's
from-
end goal? If he even has an end goal? I know it's not really a true end goal, but you know
Ezra
what I mean.
wants to be bigger than life.
Azrael.
Yeah, he wants to have sex with all of them. The entire town of Mauxferry will
Okay,
be
so
one giant
we won't
orgy.
worry about Azrael.
Gotta catch 'em all.
I mean, I
like,
think our biggest thing was Gemtella, right? I mean, so to John's point, going after and pursuing the Forgotten Secrets is kind of related to the gem.
What happened to Shalazar?
oh,
Yeah.
that's the from what I remember, the man, the moon. I don't know who it is. I don't remember his name. The person who froze time for us,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
You
Oh.
know, they
Talk like
they,
a clown.
Yeah, whatever. The man in the moon is how I don't know why. I just remember seeing the moon, and then this invisible man shows up, and whatever. Anyways, he said something about dealing with Shalazar, so I don't think I have to worry at the
Orla.
moment.
Orla.
Or
Ulda.
The-
Uldio.
Maybe they're related. Names have power.
This season
blah,
had
blah,
a
Yeah.
very specific theme of names,
Yeah.
I guess.
Josh is working his way through the umlaut
Yeah.
pantheon.
blah. So I mean, we can Forgotten Secrets, or we can forget Forgotten Secrets. I don't know. I'm kind of torn on this one. I guess I really do. Maybe I don't want to murder Babe, but I want to see what's up. I'm definitely curious as hell.
Well, we kind of resolved the whole God of Retribution thing by killing the God of Retribution and then bringing him back.
to life. I kill you. I bring you
I
back.
kill you and I bring you back.
I can kill you again.
I kill you one more time.
Yeah.
I kill you
Oh,
for
yeah.
the final time later.
We only brought you back because the monkey was sad.
No more
greaseor.
grease.
Poor Greaseor.
Who do I grease?
Grease yourself, Greaseor. Be free.
Don't grease yourself while we're around.
No, no, please don't. Yeah, I mean, is that true, Josh? Is Orla taking care of Shalazar for us?
Not necessarily, but Orla was going to take care of, or more like protect your followers. So it took off the piece on the board, you could say, of Shalazar just wrecking your following, but it did not take care of Shalazar per se.
Oh yeah, okay. So I mean, if I wanted to, I could just track him down fast.
Punch him
In the face.
Yeah.
Wow.
Face, and run.
Dave. Mind meld.
I was
Yeah,
looking at
that's like the bow on the season right there.
Yeah. I was looking at all my gifts, and I was like looking at Alacrity again. I was like, dude, there's some Alacrity stuff I should get into because it's dumb fun. Like as far as like maneuverability and stuff goes. I love Mist on the Water. I think it's Mist on the Water. You can just move through shit. It's like you move so fast, you just go through stuff.
I don't remember that one.
Let's see. Mist on Water. Commit effort for the scene end until the end of your turn. You may ignore all solid matter with your movement, provided you end up in a location you can physically occupy. You can't affect the world during this impossibly fast dash, but you have invincible defenses against all non-magical forms of harm. If you end up in a solid object at the turn's end, you're ejected from it harmlessly to the nearest empty space.
So like
So it's
million.
just like you could just you move so fast, you go through things. I'm like, that's so dumb fun.
It'd be really good for sneaking into places.
Quantum.
Yeah.
It's like
quantum stuff.
It's like Million
Yeah.
from My Hero Academia.
Or
it's-
like the
Go.
Flash from
yeah,
the Flash.
The most memorable note of that is where like I remember seeing like the Flash being in like a room and it's like, oh no, the room's closing in on us. What do we do, Flash? He goes, I'm gonna vibrate real fast and pass through this wall.
I love
like,
that.
dude, that's so weird. It was like an old Flash cartoon too. It was just,
Yep.
like, oh no, I guess I'll vibrate real fast and I'll be able to pass through the wall.
So which one?
Good. I
Well,
don't
we
know,
didn't
does
have a
somebody come
vote.
into
Maybe we
the-
should just split the party.
Okay.
Maybe somebody comes into Mama Gumba's and
Sure.
makes
Yeah,
us
I can do that.
something.
I can do that instead. So you're all
Hear ye, hear ye.
Oh boy, the forgotten secrets, y'all. I don't know.
I love shrimps.
Did we want to hold a vote?
Okay, before we'll do a vote.
The guy walks in. Well, no, we're
wait a
pushing it back
second, we're
out.
voting here. Democracy
Shut up,
is
we're voting,
happening.
dude.
I'd like to get into losing this vote so that it's official.
Okay, going after the forgotten secrets. Only John has raised his hand.
Okay, I will agree. It makes sense, but I
I need to know
fucking
what's
refuse because we just had an opportunity to do it and curry favor, and we pissed on her face.
I don't see a problem with that. I mean,
We urinated on her face and ripped up her chains. And
And we made her
I am
forget
not.
things.
I ain't doing nobody else's work for motherfucking free. I ain't doing it.
Damn, Israel.
Are you okay, Azriel? You've been acting a little grouchy.
Yeah,
You're
it's like you've been pretty
Seriously.
quiet. You couldn't
I'm the
really
one that's out of
talk.
effort. I mean,
You're-
if anybody
you're
has
even- This is the first time I ever heard you say, I don't want to be called Azriel, and I had to name you Jimothy. In this place. This is so bizarre. You okay, Azriel?
Yes.
you okay, Jimothy?
You okay, Jimothy?
Yeah, Jimothy, are you gonna be okay?
Azrael just completely internally combust.
So
Has a meltdown.
So when I make your name tag, do you want it to be Jimothy or Azriel? Or both?
Jiminy L.
I'm giving you a name tag,
Jamal.
whether you want one or not.
So I guess we're not going after the forgotten secrets.
I should wrap up my loose end, I think. I should. I mean, I like trolling the poor wizard with amnesia now. Or whatever Moana did to poor
Yeah,
Shalazar.
Shalazar. I took his memory of.
I
things
should
out.
probably tie up loose ends because that's kind of why I came to Mauxferry in the first place. So yeah, I think I should do something about
swear to
that.
God. I swear to God, if we go beat Chalazar's ass and it turns out he's with the Forgotten Secret,
No.
It'd be great.
I will.
It'd be great.
I will drop a kidney stone.
The choice was just an illusion.
No, it was not. No, the thing I thought up of for the Forgotten Secrets would have been pretty weird, but cool. But anyways,
I am all down for beating up Chalazar.
so yeah, you guys are all talking about this, and you had this vote, and I think I'll still bring this NPC because it seems appropriate. And so you all are talking about this, enjoying your drinks and all that kind of stuff, and then you hear like a dung dung, heavy foots, and behind you, you see Hanzo. He's like,
Ooh.
Hanzo, and he's like, "Hey, big guy.
Oh, hey, other red guy.
I didn't
What's
mean.
up?
I personally don't mean to do this, but he punches you.
I'm pretty sure that's personally.
And as he punches you, he's like I think it's more of like in the movement, it's kind of like a venom kind of morph.
Oh, like he's got more of like a Venom symbiotic.
Yeah, his mask all of a sudden goes over his whole body, and now he is shrouded in this stuff.
He's like Carnage.
Exactly. And he whoop-ow, he punches you. Let's your
He's
ace.
the it's a shame that I'm not a black dragon because I'd be like, this is like Carnage and Venom.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Now it's just
Oh,
two
wow.
Carnages. What's your AC?
My AC is high or low. It's very low. I meant low. It's
Yes.
1.
It's 1. He hits for 2.
He hits for 2.
Yeah. He's like, I don't mean to do this in his voice. Like, he's saying this, and it's definitely like Carnage. The mouth is moving, but his body is not doing as he
Wait,
wishes.
he does 2 damage to me?
Yeah, he does 2 damage to you.
Oh, that's it?
Okay, I can roll again. That's a good point. I don't have his stats brought up, so I should. There's another 5 damage, another
Now you're just
6
trying to kill
damage.
me.
There you go.
He's just gonna keep rolling
He-
dice.
So 5
Yeah.
and
Not
6?
complaining.
Exactly.
5 and 6?
Yeah, so 13 damage total.
So 13
And I'll go
damage
find
total.
Hanzo's real
I'm
stat.
dead.
Are you dead? No.
No.
I was gonna say, like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah. Did that sound like... Yeah. Okay, fine.
Hanzo comes in and kills Brimstone at the end.
That's the story arc.
That was the ending I never expected.
We're all talking about the end, and Josh is like, I'm having this baby next week. You're dead. Bye.
Oh, there's Hanzo's. He actually has he has a shit ton of attacks.
I know.
Okay, I'll just give you one more attack.
Nope, you already said 13.
I already have 12 health, dude. If you want to kill me, go for it.
I'll give you one more attack for 1. Okay, he has a shit ton of attacks. But yeah, there we go. That's enough for a surprise round.
Okay. Wait, surprise. He can't surprise me. I have alacrity.
Oh, I guess that's for his opening salvo when he said, "I don't mean to do this."
All right. Well, he dropped me below half. Since he's going Carnage mode, I'm kind of suspecting.
So you all see this, and the patrons like, "Ooh!" and tables start tipping over and all that kind of stuff. What do you do?
Brimstone runs away. I'm like on 11 health, Josh. I'm like, this guy dropped me in one move, and he's got tons.
I could heal you.
You could heal me, but I could also run away.
Just like the idea of Brimstone just running out of this.
If you-
we see him get punched.
If you could ask him to rip your arm off, I could bring it back.
I could run away if I wanted to. That'd be easy.
Can't you just like damage? Don't you do damage back to him because he hits
Yeah,
you?
but I can't do like fucking as much as he did to
Do
me.
it. You are surrounded by other.
But also, didn't
very
you
strong
use
people.
didn't you use your vengeance thing on him that he was not allowed to like do you harm?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, didn't you put a Geos on him?
What does the
And
Geos
like-
trigger do?
The what?
What does the trigger do if he breaks it?
Oh,
Terrible acne.
He kicks his own
Basically.
ass.
He kicks
So what was
my
it?
own ass.
Conditional forgiveness is what I cast on.
This hurts
Effort
me
for the
as much
day.
as it does you.
Okay. Commit effort for the day and target a visible creature, naming an offense that they have committed. It says for the day though. If they
Yeah,
ever
it's a bit
perform
more than a
subs-
day.
if they ever perform a substantially similar act again, they immediately perish or suffer some lesser curse at your discretion. The
Okay.
offense name must not be an act necessary for their continuing survival or physical health.
All right, what happens to
Really
Hanzo then?
close.
You tell me.
Um,
Yeah, he just wallops on you, and then
if I
what
remember
happens?
correctly, he like loses the use of his legs. And like that was like the curse I gave him. If I remember, is like he like basically like gets, you know, like loses the use of his legs or whatever kind of fatal damage that is.
Yeah. So what does this look? So yeah, he goes like bow, 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 and then like what's the what does this look like from your reaction?
I wanted to say like, so like as he hits me, I guess like you see like. I'm trying to think because it's like the way it happens is like usually the curse ability kind of like is placed on him like it's an energy based serpent kind of like for those who can perceive this magical occurrence. It like basically imbues itself to their body, right? So it's like they get hit with this red snake or dragon, whatever you want to perceive it as. You see the energy disappears and like lays dormant in them. So as soon as this happens, I imagine like the energy flares up, right? And it suddenly just overcomes him. But then you see it concentrate onto the lower half of his body, and just like his like almost like gravity just drops really heavy and just like
Ugh.
and then like he's just like on the ground and he's like his legs are just garbage now, like no good, no bueno,
No bueno.
no.
So you all see this.
It's like a horrible whatever. I don't know how much damage you would sustain on him for that, because that is like him physically being hurt.
Yeah.
It's like,
There's a lot of emotional damage too.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. A lot of emotional damage. Yeah, so he's there on the ground. He, you see his torso and everything try to get up. He is like,
Oh no.
he probably does yell out in pain as he just loses his legs. He's like, I don't mean to do this.
I don't know if I described this accurately, but imagine like taking a Coke can and stomping on it.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's just what happened to the lower half of his body.
Yeah.
It's just like horrible and fast and just like, oh God.
Yeah. So I think he is. I think he's just screaming and crying on the ground. He's like, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And that's what he's doing.
Okay.
What do the other four of you do as you see this happen?
Seems
gonna-
odd that he's so sorry about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish my ramen bolognese here.
I mean, like really, it depends on. This is Brimstone's dude. Like, wait.
Do you want us to help?
What do you want to have happen here? Yeah.
Are you good? Are you good?
Well, we can
Weren't-
just make. Well, I've already got a collection going. May as well finish things off. I got like all these other. I got all the other. Things
Yes,
in
you
the
do.
Whatever hand, like the finger colors and whatever. It's gonna be a nice rainbow necklace, and I need to fit the last one anyways.
Right,
So
right.
may as well finish this guy off. He looks like
Gotta
he's
catch
kind
them
of
all.
suffering and not in control of himself anymore. So
All right, I'll do reaping word. He's taking damage, right?
He has.
Okay, I commit effort for the scene. Choose a target at any range. Gesture. I'm just like drinking like a glass of water as I gesture. So they have to require. They have to commit effort.
Okay.
And they have to resist a hardiness saving throw.
Yeah, he passes.
Okay. Well, I tried.
Yeah. He definitely is like screaming. I think he definitely, as he sees, this black mist swirling around him, he's like, ah! He is.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I tried. I go and keep drinking my water.
I guess I'll try to finish him off myself.
Like,
This feels really bad.
Why is he doing this? Like, what's going on with him? Why is he all gross?
he's under control of his. You know how I got my mask, and my mask.
Yeah,
is
it's pretty.
kind of
Seems
like-
pretty cool. Yeah.
I talk to it sometimes. It talks to me, yada yada. Sometimes it makes me go Hulkazoid, if you remember that.
Oh, a little
That-
bit. Yeah.
That's kind of like
well.
what's going on here. It looks like this is
Can't you just like knock him out or something?
I kind
I
of
mean, he's missing his legs.
Should be
Can
pretty
we
easy
just-
to hit.
We can finish him
Is
off.
the
too.
god of murder suggesting?
Spare this poor man.
Just knock him out, sir.
Non-lethal force, please.
His abhorrent screaming is ruining my meal.
Maybe I should have done that in my own voice. That's John's suggestion, not necessarily Gerlach's.
Okay.
Gerlach's like, is he still alive? Why?
I mean, I
feel
could try and command him to override whatever mind control he's going in.
You can try.
He doesn't have
Could I get
one.
in a command pissing contest?
You can roll.
What would you want me to roll?
Probably it would be your charisma, right? Or I guess let's just do that and tell me how much over you are.
I got a 7 versus a 3, so I'm over 4.
4. Okay, well, I failed, or no? Yeah, it'd be fail enough. So yeah, you're able to. What does this look like? What are you doing?
So he's like all stumping around.
He's
And,
like he's just rolling on the floor in anguish.
So I'll look at Brimstone and be like, "Do you want this guy to die? Because I might be able to like change his mind."
Aren't you like friends?
And then if Brimstone seems,
It was just like,
Oh.
no, we're not friends. Are you kidding me? It's like, I mean,
uh,
I thought this
be
was
like,
just the way
"Well-
you dragon people greeted each other.
let me,
Hey,
let me-
brother.
I mean, that's how every other dragon guy greeted him, so I assumed.
yeah,
yeah,
So that
they
was the
don't
way of
like
your
me.
people.
I don't understand you.
let me talk to him. I mean, maybe we could get some information out of him, or at least.
All
So,
right, yeah, do it.
Yeah, I'll just whisper and I'll like I'll stroke his chest and be like, "Oh, it's okay, buddy. It's okay. Now, if you want to live, you might want to, give yourself a little pep talk and get through this mind control, or we're gonna blow your freaking brains out.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
You're gonna
yeah, I
end up
kind of do want to
splattered
know.
all over Mama Gumba's.
I would
So,
like to know what's going on, why this mask thing's going
why
on.
don't you here? I'll give you a little help, I guess, and I'll just start whispering like commands into his ear.
Mm-hmm. As you do this, Azrael, like you can see this mask shroud on him start to retract back in towards his head, and his mangled legs and his rest of his body is there, right? And he's like, Shalazar made me do it. He heard what happened, and as he says that, you hear a tunk, 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 and there is Shalazar at the entrance to Mama Gumba's. And he's like, I did
like a
tell
peg
him
leg?
to do it with his staff. As I view it, like he has like a staff.
Oh, I was like,
Yeah.
does he have a
Nope.
peg
He's
leg?
he's in. No. Yes. He's
Because
dressed
I
up as a
know that he
pirate.
wasn't.
Yes.
Because I knew he wasn't like in good standing for a
Uh-huh.
while. He was like hiding at a. I can't remember where he was hiding. It was like some place in the red light
Mhm.
district.
Mama Grimbas.
Mama Grimbuzz. And he's just like, yes, as Hanzo's saying this, Shalzar's like, it's time to end this, Brimstone.
It's time.
In Brimstone, like it was like
How convenient for you that I've been dropped below half my health. Shalazar.
And
But I will prevail.
and like totally doing this Saturday morning cartoons hero
Mhm. Yep.
pose or whatever. Just like
I'll get you this time, Shalazar.
Mm-hmm.
no, what was it? Oh shoot! I forget. Gosh, I'm sorry. I'm stumbling over
That was
words.
fine.
He kind of he goes,
That's right, Shalazar. We'll end this. One will stand and one shall fall.
Yes.
yeah.
And I guess question for y'all: do you want to play this out now or see what happens next time?
Next time.
Next time, yeah, I thought so.
Next time.
Yeah,
Nice
so
place to end.
it is. With that, like I think that almost like anime standoff is like Brimstone's there, kind of bloodied, and just like a few feet away is Shalazar at the entrance, and they're kind of locked eyes. There's like a little bit of lightning and fire dancing between their locked gaze, and we'll have to see what happens next time.
Next time.
Next time.
Tales from Mauxferry.
Yeah, exactly, brother. Oh gosh. And thanks. That's Tales from Mauxferry for tonight. Thanks for coming by or listening or watching later. I've been your DM or GM, Josh. You can find me at Evil DM Josh on Twitter, and you can find a whole bunch of other great shows at Geekspective.com. Where can they find you, brother John?
They can find me. They might find me. I'm not gonna pretend they're gonna find me perfectly. Like on Twitter at monochrome_guy or at that_jar. Honestly, like social media, I understand the importance of it, but I kind of shy away from it these days because it makes me just bleh.
Yeah.
Anyways, but those are places you might find me.
Right. What about you, Chris?
I do not exist.
It's true, except in our
Only
hearts.
And podcast.
And our
voice.
minds.
What about you, Amber?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at RocketWorka. It's where I spend all my time.
Check out all that sweet goblin swag.
Oh yeah, I've got lots. I draw lots of goblins.
Oh,
So
those
many goblins. All the
pins-
time goblins. Making enamel pins of goblins.
They look real good.
Thank you. It's a goblin-tastic time over on my Twitter at Rocket Orca. And then I have lots of shows on Geekspective. Just go to geekspective.com. Throw a rock at your computer, and surely you will podcast you hit. I'm on it.
Except for Dames and well, you were on Dames and Dragons.
I was on Dames and
That's true.
Dragons. So yes, there's a good chance you will hit a podcast that I'm on and also destroy your computer. Go do it.
Go.
Bye.
What about you, John?
I got stuff.
That's right.
I do stuff. I do places. Crossways GM. Say hi.
And last but not
Remind
least,
me what the rest of the world is like.
Right.
yeah. Last but not least, Dave.
Hi, it's me. It's Dave. It's your friend, your mentor, the voice you hear in your own head when you make questionable decisions. It's Dave. You can find me. You can find me on Twitter. I'm at Steady Minotaur. Let's see, where am I at here? I need to come back to this. I'm still looking for my Dirty 30 follower.
What?
Let's see, what am I at? I'm at 26 followers. So I'm looking for 30.
Oh, we'll get you there.
Yeah. We'll get,
No, what have we done to Dave?
I know.
I don't like this.
I mean, it'll be like middle of 2023 when it happens. That'll be great.
Amber and I can put out a few tweets tomorrow, and it'll happen.
Gross. I
But,
hate it.
Yeah.
Continue, Dave.
I'm done.
And with that, we'll say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Are we actually leaving?
I don't know. I was about to ask you because that's just for a cut for the podcast. Do you want to do table talk or not?
There were things that came up that we wanted to talk about, like game mechanics and stuff. But,
Yeah,
maybe a quick tabletop.
sure.
Just real
Table
quick.
talk.
Yeah, this whole season has been my biggest struggle is like action economy for this game.
And see, I feel like there's two schools of thoughts here, right? For me, as GM approaching this, I have the system in front of me. I know the system dictates, and I know what I have to do, but I also know my table, and I know that we're trying to craft a good story that feels satisfying to everybody, GM included. And to me, it's one of those things where I think if it's not explicitly called out in, and I don't know, I haven't read Godbound. Maybe you have, Josh, where it says, "Oh yeah, for the NPCs, you should do all these things."
Well, yeah, Kevin Crawford does give you many examples, and they're like, if you just want to roll your own, here's the equation of how you make stats. And so
if
I was
you
following.
want to, yeah.
Yeah, so I was following the equation to make stats, and there's part of the equation for effort, how much effort they have. So I was like, okay, I have this much effort.
What
Yeah,
else do they
it's a-
say
it's a
about
thing.
as far as using it and
It's
balancing?
It's part of the back and forth of the game. The way it's designed is that you're supposed to have. That's how part of how it balanced. Like, there's 5 people throwing saving checks at one villain. The villain can use their 19 effort to pass because next round the heroes get 5 more.
Right.
Right.
And that's just how it works.
Yeah. And like mechanically it makes sense, but then I agree. I'm like, this feels bad. Of like, hey, you did this thing that sounds awesome. I'm like, no.
I don't know. There's I agree.
There's a
it
time and
doesn't-
place for it, I think.
It doesn't feel great, but there are definitely times where even if it sounds awesome, you can still fail.
Yeah.
Well, I also don't think I'm thinking because a lot of these things are for scenes for the day, yada yada. A lot of these uses of commitment and effort, these uses of effort are supposed to be spanned out not just through one individual counter where we're supposed to throw
Right.
all the cards at one time at one person.
Right.
It's supposed to be spread out through doing different tasks against different, because some of our abilities are I don't even need to be in contact with that person to use the ability. I can do it by knowing the person's face or whatever, or know who the individual is. And they're supposed, they're supposed to be used in a different way from the way that we use them. Where we're just using all the combat in one effort in one go and whatever. I don't know. That's just me. I haven't really given it much thought. I need to read more of the Godbound book because I was thinking, man, it'd be fun to try to run Godbound. I don't know, because I like world building and stuff. But I don't. I'll have to look
think-
more into it. But there's more to it because of all I know it because of all the other gifts that and the words that are in the book. There's like so many other things to do that aren't just combat focused. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think to go back to kind of what Chris was saying, where it's like, yeah, it's part of the game, and then like there is going to be times where failure is kind of like, I think that's a given. I think in situations where we know we're going to be like, we've been planning for something that we know we're going to get into situation and we know this person's really bad, I think it would make sense that we were in like a boss fight.
Mm-hmm.
For what was going on with Ulda, it felt like a Three Stooges shenanigans jailbreak. And it
Right.
didn't feel very like weighty. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think if like I went to go do something with my one artifact that I get to use that no longer lets me be invisible anymore, to make it so that Dave doesn't give up all of our secrets about where we're located,
Yeah.
it would have sucked because everybody else has already disappeared, and
Mm-hmm.
I could have lived with it, but I didn't want to. And I think in that situation, I would, as a GM, in your place, Josh, I'm glad you just said, "Oh man, this doesn't feel good,"
Right.
because yeah, I don't think it would have felt good for that situation. But if I was in a different situation where we're fighting somebody who we had all this perception that wasn't like kind of on the fly, like we're doing this
Mm-hmm.
Right.
made up situation right now, I think I would have been way more accepting because we're going against, like we are legitimately going against, or we're completely taken by surprise by somebody like Hanzo coming in and just punching Brimstone into the
Yeah.
ground, which we kind of knew was coming anyway, but
Right.
because we're like random encounter.
Right. I was
But
like,
I also think for some of our abilities, like the reweave time and the cloak, and like they are like kind of big epic moves.
mm-hmm.
And if you have the ability, you will always cancel those because the in-game effect is really dramatic.
Right.
And they almost end up being negated powers.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're never going to let it fly if you can avoid it.
Right.
And then it's like, well, gosh, I've invested, these points in my character or this artifact into this thing that I can't ever use.
Right.
Because it's so powerful that a worthy foe will never let it fly.
Right. And that's one reason why I changed Gerlach's cloak to be like, you still do damage. Because
Right.
I was doing that too much to Gerlach's, be like, no, but it's like, no, still do damage because they're still, the void is still tearing at them, you could say.
Mhm.
I was just
But yeah,
thinking.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, brother.
Oh, I was going to mention because I was saying earlier about this, kind of building off of what I said earlier about more abilities that affect the world.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of like NPCs having things like more sources than you anticipated or whatever, or like have like Olda having a lot of effort and being able to just do this, that, I think in terms of you as the GM and utilizing those NPCs, I'm thinking that the reason why they do that, aside from being able to save themselves from certain things, it's for that, say your players go, I want to do this, and you say you can't do that. Why not? Because there's another demigod out there committing effort to make this that's counterproductive to what you're doing.
Yep.
And so instead of being like, well, they have a bunch of effort stored up, those effort points are for you to be like, this is what's determining what's going on out here. And those effort points are being used for those, instead of just being like, I have too many effort points in this one NPC. What am I doing with all these?
Yeah, though in theory of like what you described, that's actually what Dominion and Influence are, which NPCs, like certain NPCs and factions within the faction game, that's what they're spending are those resources. So it's like, in theory, they would still have all their effort, but yeah, that's just a lot.
Well, in theory, but like there's probably other things as far as like character motivation that they would want effort put into something. Like maybe they made a deal with somebody and they're like, well, I'm putting effort into this one character that I like, and he's got something related to wealth, or they just little things like that. I don't know, whatever. It's up to the GM.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never GM'd. I might be talking on my ass.
No, I mean, I think a lot of, well, I don't know. My GM style has changed significantly over the last 4 years, where I've definitely tend to ask the table if it makes sense, if this is okay, unless I have set it up to be a certain way. But I think I don't know. I just think it's fine to break table and just ask your players.
Yeah, and that's
does
what
this
pretty
make
much
sense?
that's pretty much what I did. I was just like, oh, let's just
Yeah.
because this for me, I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Moving on to another topic that we kind of tabled during the thing was XP. So the next game system we're going to be playing is Beam Saber. It won't be for a few months. But when I was talking about XP, it's just like Blaze in the Dark. Like when you come and play, and if you do those things, you remember at the end of the session, you get XP. There's no me gating anything. It's just gonna churn like that. So,
Okay. Cool.
I don't know.
Okay. Do we have to like make beliefs and stuff like that?
Yeah,
just
we'll get
like
there.
in
There's
places
there's
like-
all that stuff, just like a Forge in the Dark game.
If you overcome an obstacle with a giant robot, take one experience.
that is what the pilot
Did you
is. The
fail?
ace.
Take experience. Did you?
Yep.
Did you make out with your
So-
robot? Take experience.
What's
That
a-
is. Yep. Mhm.
Yeah. What's a good way to what's a good place to find Beam Saber? Do they have hard copies of it?
No, it's still being developed. You can get. I think they already did the Kickstarter. It's on itch though. And yeah,
Bought it in
Okay.
some sort of
All right,
bundle.
I
There was like
just-
that racial justice bundle that happened last summer.
yeah,
I believe it was in that bundle, and I think that's when I got it.
yeah. And I already have some
Curious,
expanded.
Why was it part of the racial justice bundle?
What?
Did you say racial justice bundle?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter stuff that was happening back in the last
Right.
summer. They had a bunch of game
Oh,
designers
right.
put together a
Okay.
huge bundle where you
I-
got to pay what you wanted, and you got like I think it was pay what you wanted, or at least $5,
It-
and it was like over 200 games. Or
Yeah,
something
it was a lot.
ridiculous.
That's cool. No, I just was like
Yeah,
I didn't know. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
but there is a couple splat books already that add a whole bunch of other playbooks that are pretty wild. So looking forward to that. But yes, what you were talking about, like you overcome a thing with your robot. It's like that's the Ace Pilot's playbook. Is that one of their XP triggers?
I opened a door with my robot.
Maybe. Yeah, there's all those kinds of things of like, and since you can use your XP across so many different buckets, it's I just kind of let the system take over for that kind of stuff.
I crushed a child's dream with my robot.
All right, Shinji's dad.
Exactly. Oh man. So yeah, that's all I had for tabletop. Anything else?
Nope. I'm
Cool.
good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Thanks for
Good. I'm
talking system stuff with me.
You're welcome.
Thank you for playing, and
Who
thank you
likes
for
system stuff?
yeah. And thanks for watching or listening. We'll all see you in 2 weeks or less.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.